cross country and soccer. Received all-state honors in cross country for 3 years. Second team all-city soccer honors in 2014. She was in the top 10% of the class. Received academic all-state honors in cross country last year. And after graduation, she will attend the University of Kansas. Our next senior is Victoria Rigetti, Amanda's sister, and also her parents, Ricardo and Brenda. She has also been on cross country for 4 years, soccer for 4 years, swimming for 2 years, yacht squad for 4 years, captain for 2 years, Spanish club for 2 years, and the liturgy club for 2 years. She is a 4-year letter winner in cross country and soccer. She received all state honors in cross country for 2 years. She has been in the top 10% of her class for the last 3 years, received academic all state honors in cross country last season. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of Kansas and major in physical therapy. Our next senior girl is Stephanie Rogers, her parents Tim Rogers and Diana Lizzie Rogers. She has been in cross country for a year and soccer for 4 years. She received second team all-city honors last year in soccer. After graduation, she will attend Barton County Community College and major in elementary education. Our next senior is Jenna Snyder and her parents Rob and Susan Snyder. Jenna has been on cross country for a year, track for 2 years, and tennis for 2 years. She's a 2-year track letter winner. After graduation, she will attend San Diego State University and major in neuropsychology or criminal psychology. Let's hear it for our senior girls who are cross country for this year. And now to the boys cross country team. They have been the KSH SAA 5A state champions 5 years in a row, a feat no other school has accomplished. The boys team looks to continue this streak. Their head coach is Corey Swords. The assistant coaches are Ryan Biedron and Kevin Twinicki. Our first senior boy is Logan Albers. His parents are Dave and Beth Albers. Logan has been on cross country for 2 years, track for 3 years, basketball for 2, and Stuco for 3 years. He received all-city all-state honors in the 4x800 and the 800 meters. He's a state qualifier in the 4x800, member of the City League champion 4x800 team in 2013 and 2014. The next senior is Seth Arnold. Parents are Adam and Connie Arnold. Seth has been on cross country for 4 years and track for 4 years. He is a member of the KSH SAA 5A State Championship cross country team for 3 years. He was a state champ on track team for 1 year, received all-city honors in steeplechase 2 years, and was named to the 2013 All-State Academic Cross Country team. After graduation, he will attend the Exceptional Secondary College for Kansas State University to major in mechanical engineering. Our next senior boy is Caleb Benefield. His parents Tom Benefield and Sean. Caleb has been on cross country for 3 years, track for 4 years, wrestling for 2 years, and football for 1 year. The captain of the cross country and the track. After graduation, he intends to serve in the United States Coast Guard and later major in fire science. Our next senior boy is Camden Cap, son of Ron and Bonnie Cap. Camden has been on cross country for years. He plans to attend the University of Kansas for major in law. Next up is Katie Johnson, his parents Rusty and Teresa Johnson. Tim has been on cross country for 4 years, swimming for 3 years, track for 2 years. After graduation, he plans to attend Fort Hays State University and major in art. Our next senior boy is Brett Martin. His parents are Darren and Terry Martin. Brett has been on cross country for 4 years, tennis for 4 years, track for 3 years. He's a 2-year letter winner in cross country. After graduation, he plans to attend college, major undecided at this time. The next senior is Jared Martin, and his parents Tom and Joella Martin. Jared has been on cross country for 3 years, swimming for 3 years, tennis for 1, yacht squad for 4 years, and he is a 2-year swimming letter winner. Our next senior boy is Hunter Mann, and his parents Ken and Candace Mann. Hunter has been on cross country for 4 years and is the captain this year. He's also been on the track team for 4 years. He was a member of the KSH SAA 5A State Championship cross country team for 3 years, state track team for 1 year. He received all city and all state honors in cross country in 2012 and 2013, all city in track in 2013 and 2014. After graduation, he plans to attend college and to continue to compete in cross country. Our next senior, Alex Pendergrass. Alex's parents are Brian and Lori Pendergrass. Alex has been on the cross country team for 4 years, swimming for 3 years, and track for 3 years. He is a member of the First Honors Honor Roll all 3 years. He's a cross country and swimming medal winner. After graduation, Alex intends to attend the Air Force Academy and major in engineering. Our next senior is Brandon Sam. His parents are Carroll and Kirsten Sam. He's been on cross country for 3 years, track and swimming for 3 years, and football for 1 year. After graduation, Brandon will attend Kansas State University and major in athletic training and pre-physical therapy. Our final senior is Jacob Petrie. His parents, Chris and Kathy Petrie. Jacob has been on cross country for 4 years, track for 4 years, swimming for 2 years. He received all state honors in cross country last year. After graduation, he plans to compete in cross country in college and major in pre-med. We want to wish good luck to our cross country team. Tomorrow the boys team competes in the El Dorado Invitational at Blue Stem Point at Lake Afton. Saturday the 18th, our teams compete to repeat as City League champs at the Simpson Activity Center. Girls compete at 10, boys at 10:30. On October 25th, Mr. Carroll hosts the regional cross country at Lake Afton. Girls will compete at 2:30, boys at 3:30, and state competition is Friday, October 31st at Ridlock. Girls under 11, boys at 12:30. Let's have a great big round of applause for our senior cross country athletes. For the game, we want to remind everybody that the BCPO is selling Bishop Carroll clothing at the tables at the north end of the home bleachers. Please stop by there to pick up your latest Bishop Carroll clothing. As always, we want to thank our premier sponsors for our all sports program, Fugate Enterprises, Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, Legacy Bank, and Douglas Ford Chevrolet in Phoenix. Please support all of our sponsors listed in the all sports program. Team members of our Palm Squad for your copies. Copies are on sale from gallery to the entrance. The program has the pictures of all Palm Squads plus highlights from all sports from last year. This week's tailgate party is sponsored by Outback Steakhouse. Outback is also hosting the tailgate before the Valley Center game on October 31st. Old Chicago is tentatively scheduled to host our first postseason game. Bishop Carroll thanks Old Chicago, Hot Wild, and Outback Steakhouse for their continued support of Bishop Carroll activities. Testing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bishop Carroll Screaming Eagle Music Corps for their pregame performance. We congratulate our band and color guard for their efforts so far this marching season. They recently received superior ratings for both the parade and fairground performance at the Kansas State Fair. They are preparing for the Central State Marching Festival at KC, which will take place next Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask you all please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Bless also the family and friends gathered here with a true sense of community. May we all run the race so as to win and come to the rewards of your kingdom where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception, teaches us in the Diocese of Wichita, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
When you come in, kind of like leave you wondering how far you can stretch your paycheck.
As always, our spiritual musical will be back to entertain us at halftime. And remember, tonight is a special halftime because it's homecoming. We also want to welcome back many graduates and classes that are here celebrating the anniversary of their graduation. We appreciate your support and we welcome you back to visit Carroll Family Stadium for tonight's game. Our officials for tonight's game, referee is Rich Lewis, the umpire is John Stefani, the headline judge Robert Preston, the line judge Eric Cooper, the back judge Scott Hardman.
Then you got returners like
plan for field position. It seems like you win that battle every week.
We do need to make one correction. I apologize, but I've just been informed that the particular clothing table is not set up for tonight's game. So I hope you brought good warm clothing with you.
Golden Eagle football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO. Welcome back to homecoming night at Bishop Carroll Catholic Family Stadium as we get set for the Golden Eagles and the Golden Buffaloes. Their first meeting since 2011, a 30-12 victory for Bishop Carroll. Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineups. First for Wichita Southeast. They're brought to you by Equity Builders, building your equity since 1985. Visit them online at roofwichita.com. We'll start on the offensive line, left to right. At left tackle is senior Kyle Klingensmith. At left guard, senior Josiah Wilson. Senior at center, Jalen Sinones. At right guard, Kylan Thompson. Torrey Rush, a senior, is at right tackle. The quarterback is listed as Cameron Bond. He is second on the team in rushing yards with 356. But a running back actually has the most passing yards. That's Tavon Hogan with 45 passing on the season, 134 yards rushing. The leading rusher is actually a backup. That's Ira Hines, 432 yards on the ground, averaging over 4.5 yards per carry. The wide receivers are junior Kumar Reed and Portland Nero, also a junior, and the tight end is Damon Geddes, a 6'2", 200-pound senior. Wichita Southeast scores 4 points per game. Now for the Golden Buffalo defense, and they're a little shaky on some of these guys. They are really battling injuries this year at Southeast. We believe Isaiah Ross will be joined by Braden Ross and Damon Geddes at the linebacker positions. Defensive backs tonight include Kumar Reed. Antonio Adams listed as a starter, but he is doubtful with a concussion tonight. Demetrius McCoy will be a defensive back as well for Southeast. And we also expect to see Linton Wilson in the mix as well, along with Davon Langham. At the defensive line position, Michael Maxey is a linebacker, but he has played some at defensive end this year for Wichita Southeast. We'll likely see him along with Josiah Wilson and Chris Vick, a 302-pounder starting on the defensive line. The defense giving up 36 points per game this year. Golden Buffaloes are led by Chris Asmussen in his 4th year with Wichita Southeast. Now for the Golden Eagles of Bishop Carroll, led by Coach Alan Shuckman in his 20th year. He is 167-41 at Bishop Carroll. On the offensive line, left to right, Noah Johnson, a junior. Left guard, a senior, Dan Garrison. In the middle, Kirk Murphy, a junior. Senior right guard Ryan Kelly, and a junior right tackle Christian Gurens. Brad Stritter out with a knee injury for the second straight week. Colton Howell is at quarterback. Pretty quick day for him. The starters only played 5 plays last week in the 49-0 blasting of the Redskins at Heights Stadium. Colton Howell is the QB. Denzel Goolsby ran 2 kicks back for 6 last week. He'll be the tailback. The wide receivers Keaton Mans and Blake Newell this week, along with Adam Bailey, who will be wearing 89 at home instead of his customary 83. Brett Bell will be the tight end, although I would point out that A.J. Denmeyer has started every game this year for Bishop Carroll, an offense that has put up 53.5 points per game. Now for the defense for Bishop Carroll, averaging just 7.2 points a game allowed. They have not allowed a point outside of the fourth quarter this year. The safeties once again will be Mark Quaney and Josh Hornback. Quaney with an interception on this season. Ethan Green will be a backup linebacker. The defensive ends today will be Jacob Morgan and Samuel Hank Honus. Defensive tackle is Brendan Hallisey and Chris Dugan. The inside linebacker, Tommy Marquez. Outside linebackers will be Jarrett Johnson and Will Honus. And the cornerbacks, Evan Nichols and Stephen Small. Let's go to our Rusty Lake Ford Keys to Victory. Brad Stritter, what do you got for us today?
Well, for Southeast, how about playing together, offense and defense? Everybody have each other's back. And listen, it's going to be a tough battle tonight, but this is how you usually forge teams. Also, Southeast, some of the things that they've had in the past that have been a little bit of an issue, especially against Northwest, with just giving up the big plays. And once you start giving those up, things just start rolling downhill in a hurry. For Bishop Carroll, details all the way through the twos, so everybody's going to get a chance to at least see the football tonight. You need to make sure that everybody's paying attention to what they're doing on assignments. And for Bishop Carroll also, special teams. This would be a great time to start working on them. And we know Alan Shuckman, while he may not like to punt, he does like to see what his coverage team can definitely do.
A 3-man return is set up deep for Southeast, so Bishop Carroll will kick to start the game. Coin toss brought to you by Phil's Coins. Tonight's officials brought to you by Warren's Optical. Rick Ruman is the referee. John Stefanik is the umpire. Robert Preston the head linesman. Line judge is Eric Cooper, and Scott Harden is the back judge. Bishop Carroll in their home green uniforms, brand new this year. Yellow pants, Green Bay Packers style helmets with the gold numbers Carroll on the chest. The Southeast Buffaloes in their road whites with the gold helmets, black numbers, gold pants, black and white socks. Diego Lopez approaches the football, and we are underway. He is kicking with the wind to start the game, and the return will come from about the 5-yard line, out past the 15, and then hit near the 20-yard line is the return man Cameron Bond for Wichita Southeast. First down and 10 Golden Buffaloes, right near the 20-yard line. We kick off tonight at 7:02, and our temperature at kickoff time is 49 degrees. Time of temperature brought to you by All Things Barbecue on Douglas in the historic Delano District. It's always a perfect time for barbecue. All Things Barbecue, where barbecue legends are made. The first quarter tonight is brought to you by Toppers Plus, and we owe you a break for a station identification. We will take that as we can here in the first quarter. First down and 10, Wichita Southeast, and they will start at their own 20-yard line. And the quarterback will be Tavon Hogan to begin the game. I formation, handoff will go in the backfield, and tripped up there at the line is Ira Hines for no gain on the play. Second down and 10. Good start for Bishop Carroll. 10 in on the tackle that play was Samuel Hankonis. Maybe a gain of 1 to the 21, left hash. Second down and 10, Wichita Southeast.
I'm still waiting for the ball to get marked, but right now, as the Golden Buffalo, you really want to see a little bit more pace out there. And if you're going to try to do anything, you may as well keep your foot on the gas while you can.
Well, I think that maybe the opposite's going to be true. Maybe they're going to try to keep the ball away from Bishop Carroll as much as possible and limit their possessions. And they've already got this play clock down to 10. So this will be a different pace of offense than this defense has seen all year. Second down and 9 at the 21. I formation again, play action. Rolling to the near side is the quarterback. Hogan throws back over the middle, and it's incomplete. Lamar Martin was looking for a flag. He will not get it. Mark Quaney was in close coverage. Incomplete. Third down and 9 at the 21-yard line for the Thundering Herd.
Well, and for Tavon, a little bit undersized, and also trying to throw back against his body, back towards the middle part of the field. That's a quick way to give up 6. You've got to be real careful and protect that ball.
So this is going to be a lot different. Normally I'm trying to find time to squeeze you in the broadcast. Tonight it looks like we're going to have to fill time because Southeast is just going at a plodding pace right now.
Well, it was a good point that you made on that first snap, was just the fact that they are going to try to maybe drag this thing out and limit possessions for Bishop Carroll. that offense may be the best defense.
Under threes, 3rd down and 9, handoff to Hines, runs into a wall of Green in the backfield, and he will not make it to the line of scrimmage. 3 Golden Eagles combining on the stop. Hallisey helping somebody off the bottom of the pile, and that's his fellow defensive tackle, Chris Dugan. A tackle for loss, 4th down and 9 again, and Southeast will punt to start the game.
So all of a sudden just a blur, and I'm not sure if that was Dugan or not, but somebody flew in there and actually started the pile.
The punter is also the fullback tonight, Lamar Martin. 2-man returner set up deep for Bishop Carroll. They ran 2 back last week, including the kickoff for 99 yards. CU Southeast gives a chance to her if they kick it out of bounds. Here is the kick, and it is away. It is short. Bishop Carroll, they kicked that one directly out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Inside the 40. The hard linesman on the far side, now inside the 35, inside the 31-yard line. That's a 10-yard punt for Martin, and so Bishop Carroll will start with their first offensive possession of the game at the Southeast 31-yard line, less than 2 minutes in to the first quarter. Again, hear that break for identification. We will get it in just a moment. Be sure to stay tuned after the game for the Rusty Egg Ford post-game show to find out who is tonight's Newman University Athletics Player of the Game. Brad will choose tonight's top performer to be the Newman University Athletics Player of the Game. 1st down and 10. Bishop Carroll, first play at the Southeast 31 after the punt out of bounds. Handoff Goolsby inside the right tackle. Makes a man miss at about the 26, and he hops across the hash marks at the 24-yard line, picking up about 8 on 1st down. Tackled on the far side by 3 Golden Buffaloes. Damon Geddes in on the stop to lead the way. 2nd down and 4 after the pickup. Play action out of the pistol formation. Here is Howell, stutters, now flips it to the end zone. Over 2 Golden Buffaloes, and it was dropped in the front left corner of the end zone by A.J. Dunmeyer. He lost it just long enough. Boy, that was a good throw by Howell and a great fake in the backfield to get himself open for the pass. Now, all of a sudden, Bishop Carroll's got to convert on 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, just basically, A.J. slipped behind the defense. I thought he was playing for a tip ball, and that would just drill him right in the chest.
3rd down and 3. Here's Goolsby outside right, 1st down inside the 20, inside the 15, and he drags a tackler to about the 13-yard line. 1st down and 10, Bishop Carroll.
Looked like Cameron Bond was able to get in there.
Right you are, sir.
And it managed to hang on. That was more like a bull ride.
Gain of 11 on 3rd down. So 1 for 1 on 3rd down tonight for the Golden Eagle offense. Twins left. Pistol in the backfield. 1st down and 10. Rolling far side is Howell. He flips to the end zone, and it is caught. Running it in. Did he get in? Yes! Touchdown! Bishop Carroll. Brett Bell, the tight end, his first scoring reception of the year. And it's 6-0 Bishop Carroll to start the game as the Golden Eagles search for their 3rd straight City League title.
Nice job by Brett just to get down in the 3-point and then just kind of shed the blocker and just kind of sashay right on down to the mouth of the goal and just kind of sit down there and wait for Colton's pass.
On for the extra point. Back tonight is Taylor White, missed last week because of a soccer match. Here is the kick, and that is a line driver right through the uprights. He has now hit 24 kicks in a row. 9:33 to play in the first. Top-ranked Bishop Carroll 7. Wichita Southeast, nothing. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Are you driving topless? Do you need to cover up? Toppers Plus Truck Accessories can accessorize your ride in truck caps, tonneau covers, step bars, grill guards,
and there'll be some that are a minute, some that are 30. 13 yards.
Truck Accessories, 5511 West Central, Wichita, 942-2864.
Mexican favorites from the big bowl
10 seconds, I'm out.
taco salads to their savory enchiladas and burritos. And you won't find a better basket of chips and salsa anywhere. Cholita Mexican Restaurant, open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9.
Bishop Carroll football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO.
Kickoff is into the end zone from Diego Lopez. Touchback out to the 20-yard line for Southeast. 1st down and 10. The Golden Buffaloes trailing 7-0. A 4-play, 31-yard drive took 42 seconds. Colton Howell tosses his 6th or make it his 8th touchdown pass of the year to Brett Bell, his first touchdown catch. And it's 7-0 Bishop Carroll on the 4-play 31-yard drive. Back to work for the Golden Buffalo offense. They're 0 for 1 on third down tonight after going 3 and out to start the game. They'll begin at the 20-yard line for their second possession. 9:33 to play in the first, trailing by 7. First down and 10, and again they'll come out with the I formation. Rolling near side is the quarterback. It is Hogan under some serious pressure, and he throws it up, and it is in and out of the hands of a leaping Cameron Bond right at the line to gain at the 30-yard line. Not sure if he would have come down in bounds with that. Incomplete. Second down and 10 in coverage. Josh Hornback for the Gang Green defense.
Second time they've really tried to work that side, Blake, and one of the things as far as a quarterback about the size of Tavon is you want to get him outside the tackles maybe, but you want to get him squared back up at some point in time. Right now, he's just running for his life. Looked like Chris Dugan was back there along with Hank Honus, and once you get those guys chasing you, you're basically just hoping that nothing bad happens.
Tavon Hogan, 5'7", 140, so going to be tough to see over his offensive line, which is pretty big. Pro pistol this time. Hogan will run to the far side, and he just gets swallowed up completely by Brendan Hallisey. Hallisey basically just sat down on top of him there, and they're going to mark him for no gain, I believe. Third down and 10 coming up. So far for Wichita Southeast, you've got 5 offensive plays and 1 total yard. Not a very auspicious start for the Golden Buffaloes.
Well, you know, you're looking to find just anything that would work. I would say if you were the Golden Buffaloes, why don't you go ahead and just line up and just really try to smash back up the middle. Use some of that physicality that maybe you've got, especially over there on the right side.
I've got Torrey Rush, 330-pound senior.
I'd run behind him.
Third down and 10. I formation. Rolling to the near side is Hogan. Hogan in some trouble. Throws back across the middle into double coverage. 2 Golden Eagles had a chance at it, and neither one of them got it. I think it was Small who had a chance at it first. It was tipped, and Hornback couldn't get it there behind him. Incomplete. They could have had that pick at the 40-yard line. Instead, it will be another 4th down punt coming up for Lamar Martin and the Golden Buffaloes. The last punt went out of bounds after crossing just 10 yards. So Martin will punt inside the 10, and again, the Golden Eagles wait for it. Hornback and Goolsby at midfield. The snap, and Martin gets away the kick, and this one is also out of bounds. Oh my. That one may not have gone the first down. Yeah. Let's see where they mark it. Here comes the official, and that is going to be, well, shorter. Inside the 40, inside the 30.
You can't do that to Bishop Carroll.
That is a 5-yard punt. And so Wichita Southeast has given up starting field position for Bishop Carroll at the 31-yard line and at the 25-yard line on this drive. 8:31 to play in the first. 7-0 Bishop Carroll. And for the Golden Eagles, this is going to be too easy tonight.
Well, you know, when your starting field position is inside the 40 for the most part, just about every time that you catch the ball, I mean, your defense is pushing back as much as possible. And high school punters, I mean, it's not something necessarily that you really see an awful lot. Listen, if you want to play football, if you're in the City League, learn how to kick.
First down and 10, Bishop Carroll. Pistol in the backfield. 2 receivers near side. Goolsby will take the carry. Running laterally, now cuts up the hash marks at the 20. Wrapped up, gets spun down, and he gains about 4 extra yards after the hit. He ends up picking up 11, and he gets the first down. Finally bring him down. Kumar Reed for the Golden Buffaloes. 1st and 10 Golden Eagles inside the Golden Buffalo red zone again, leading 7-0.
Denzel just keeps those feet moving, even falling backwards.
Power pistol. Twins to the far side. They'll fake 2 handoffs. Howell rolling right, throws to the end zone, nearly intercepted by Cameron Bond, stepping in front of the intended receiver, A.J. Dunmeyer, who was just inside the goal line. 2nd down and 10, Bishop Carroll with a 7-0 lead early in the first.
Just a real quick turnaround route, just right inside just basically right over the goal line for A.J.
Bishop Carroll already ready to snap it. Twins each way, pistol in the backfield. This time it'll be Howell. Nobody picked him up inside the 10 and the 5, and he crashes to about the 2-yard line, trying to run over a Golden Buffalo right there, and he got a good piece of Damon Geddes. 1st down and goal. Bishop Carroll after the pickup by Howell. Everybody went with Goolsby on that fake.
Well, and for Colton, just plenty of room just coming right around that right side.
Pistol again, 1 receiver left. Counter handoff. Goolsby will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Bishop Carroll. Denzel Goolsby's 14th rushing touchdown of the season, and it's 13-0 BC with under 8 to play in the first.
Oh, another nice job over there. You talk about guys blocking downfield. How about getting right behind Brett Bell and just letting him just kind of doze right on through the goal line?
Well, the Hogs is what they call the offensive line. They call Brett Bell the Piglet since he's a tight end. Well, they may have to make him a full-fledged hog now after blocking like that. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So another kick is converted by Taylor White, and Bishop Carroll is off to a good start, looking to claim its third straight G-Wall title. 14-0, 7:57 to play in the first. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
This is Wichita's official home for high school football. Sports Radio 1410 KGSO, Wichita.
Blake Cripps, Brad Streeter, statistician David Smith, spotter Carlos Trujillo, producer engineer Anthony Smith, back at the American Family Insurance Alex Acosta Agency Sports Desk. And Brad, just another dominating drive for Bishop Carroll.
Well, and a short field too. Once you get inside the 30, it's pretty much playing downhill for the offense, and for a defense, gosh, it just makes it so much tougher for you.
Bishop Carroll getting set to kick here officially for Bishop Carroll. Another 4-play drive. This one goes 25 yards, and boy, this one's even shorter off the clock. That is going to go for a 35-second scoring drive. So scoring drives, 8 plays combined, and they go for less than a minute and a half. The kick from Lopez, it'll be taken by Martin at the 5-yard line. Center hash mark to the 15, outside past the numbers at the 20, and then he is locked down at the 21-yard line. That's the best starting field position of the day for Wichita Southeast. And look who's in there. I think that was Matt Hill getting another tackle. He is the team leader in special team tackles this season, and he's going to stay in here for Bishop Carroll. Morgan was kind of an questionable situation with his ankle injury, and so Hill is getting a lot of time, and he has gotten a lot of time this year on the defense as a backup for Bishop Carroll. So getting the nod here at least on this series. And also we should point out that Dominic Brown has checked in at a defensive tackle spot. First down and 10, Southeast looking to get something on the board. They have 1 total yard in 2 drives thus far. Pro pistol in the backfield. Oh, Hogan wanted to hand off. Nobody was home, and he's sacked back inside the 14-yard line. Very close there. They may have given him the 15. He was completely surrounded by Marquez, Brown in the vicinity as well, along with the aforementioned Hill.
There you go. Gets back there and just really just goes for the shoelaces.
Second down, and they will call it 14. Maybe 13. They gave him the 17-yard line. That was a pretty generous spot, I thought. 7:19 to play in the first. 14-0, top-ranked and unbeaten Bishop Carroll looking to polish off a City League championship tonight. Under center goes Hogan. A quick snap. Handoff to Martin. Tried to submarine his way inside the right tackle there, but getting pushed back was his tackle by Marquez. And the man who made the tackle, Dugan. And no gain on the play. Third down and 13 coming up. Maybe they gave him a foot.
I think a little bit of that forward progress every once in a while. Sometimes it's a little generous.
I think that was a generous foot. Yes, third down and 13 to go. 6:45 to play in the first. Bishop Carroll by 14. And so far, Wichita Southeast with net negative yardage in this game. See if they can pick up something here in the passing game. They have not converted a pass today. I formation once again. Hogan pitches it this time to Martin. Dodges one tackle, but the rest of the convocation of Golden Eagles is there, and another stop in the backfield. Chris Dugan dragged him down. Lost back inside the 15-yard line. It's fourth down, and now we'll have to see another Southeast punt. And I know that Coach Asmussen's got to be holding his breath every time Martin heads back to punt it away.
Well, and right now you're punting into the wind. That doesn't help you any. So maybe punting towards the center part of the field is going to help just a little bit. If it's blowing that hard cross field, you got to figure you got to work with a little bit more real estate here.
Inside the 5 is where Martin will kick it. Last 2 punts, 10 and 5 yards respectively. The snap, and he'll get this one away. This one is going to be short again. Taking it on the run, sprinting his hornback. He stumbles as he caught it, and he returns it inside the 22-yard line. He caught that about the 30 and then basically stumbled forward 8 yards and dove down at the 20. Now they mark it back to the 24. First down and 10, Bishop Carroll now at the 23-yard line, far side hash. Moving right to left, 5:40 to go in the first, already with a 14-0 lead.
And right now, I'm not sure what you work on if you're Bishop Carroll. Maybe work on a little bit more controlled pass, You've seen a little bit more of the run. You've seen a little bit more of the read option. You've seen a little bit more of the bootleg. And now maybe just a little bit more of just straight drop back and give Colton Howell a little bit of chance to work on that passing game.
Well, we see some different personnel in there with the number ones. Colton Howell is still the quarterback, but Adam Tice is in as a wide receiver here. Bell is also in. We also see Britton. This time it'll be Howell on his own number at the 25-yard line, and this time he's going to be sacked by Wichita Southeast. Hauling him in there was Davon Langham inside about the 28-yard line, so that's about the first negative play of the game for Bishop Carroll. Loss of 5, putting the Golden Eagles in 2nd down and 15 to go.
That's his physical ability right there, just getting rid of the block and just coming right after Colton and just grabbing a hold of the back of the jersey and just pulling him down. 2nd down and 14. Ball is at the Southeast 27. Golden Eagles lead 14-0. Pistol in the backfield. 2 receivers near side. Newell in the slot. Now Goolsby will go out to the flat as a wide receiver. Howell looking over the middle. He's got his man inside the 10-yard line, and he gets upended right there. That was a catch by Cole Britton. 4th catch of the year. That will pick up nearly 20 on 2nd down and 14. 1st down and 10. Bishop Carroll in the Southeast red zone. 1st and goal at the 10. You can see the differing pace of these two offenses as Bishop Carroll can't snap it fast enough. Southeast wants to take all the time they can. Tight end Bell comes out. A.J. Dunmeyer is in as a wide receiver. 2 receivers each way. They're going to hand it off on the jet sweep this time. It's Newell, and he stumbles as he tried to make his cut. A flag comes in very late. That play was smelled out very early by linebacker Vernon Ross for Southeast. Lost on the play, and coming up limping is Newell. And he gets to the sideline under his own power, but now he goes down. Holding called on Bishop Carroll there, and so Newell is down on the sideline on his back after that jet sweep, holding on to his knee. It looks like it's his right knee. So we'll make that an injury timeout presented by Harder Physical Therapy, located in Goddard on the south side of Kellogg. Call them at 316-550-6132 or see them online at harderphysicaltherapy.com. 1st down and goal now for Bishop Carroll, and this will be a chore. They start at the 23-yard line. Goolsby in as the featured back. Pair of receivers to the far side, 1 man near side. That's Zach Sanders. High snap to Howell, gets it down, going to fake the handoff, keeps it himself. Gaping hole inside the left tackle, to the 10, to the 5, and he speeds into the end zone. Touchdown, Bishop Carroll. 20-0 Golden Eagles on Colton Howell's 2nd touchdown of the game. He's went a little bit bigger that time and had Noah Johnson just coming from his right tackle position. Had everything wide open and just kept pushing and gets downfield. And right now, Colton's giving him a big hug because that is a big guy to run behind.
If we were in the NFL, he'd be buying him a steak dinner tonight, maybe a watch.
Yeah.
Kick is missed by White. He chunked it left, so that will end the streak at 25 in a row for the senior Taylor White. So the extra point is no good, but it's Bishop Carroll all over the Golden Buffaloes at the 4:22 mark of the first, 20-0. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Living and working in the community.
Number 3, Lamar Martin 20 and Ira Hines 28. Back to field to kickoff from Diego Lopez for the Golden Eagles.
Find out more at prairiewindhunting.com. prairiewindhunting.com.
4:22 to play in the first. Already 20-0. A 4-play scoring drive for Bishop Carroll. 23-yard run by Colton Howell. Here is the kick. It is fumbled at the 3-yard line by Martin. He is going to be completely surrounded, and this time Southeast will start the drive inside the 20-yard line at about the 16. Coming up with the tackle for Bishop Carroll, Brian Karst, among others. I also gave Jarrett Johnson a piece of that action there. First down and 10. Southeast at the 16-yard line. We'll get you scanning the City League here in just a moment. Brought to you by Friday Night Quick Scores. You can pop over to 1480 KQAM anytime during the broadcast tonight. Switch between the two. Dan Lucero will give you live scoring updates from around the South Central Kansas area tonight. First down and 10, Southeast trailing 20-0 to Bishop Carroll. Again, I formation. Hogan rolling on the near side. Under pressure now, trying to find an opening inside the 10, and he finally just has to get what he can, and he is forced out of bounds at about the 14-yard line for a team sack as Marquez was there. Whole host of Golden Eagles, the whole convocation over there. Brendan Hallisey also in hot pursuit. That's going to be a loss of 2, second down and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Now, if you're looking for tendencies right now, you got to realize that you got tendencies on 1st and 10 after the kick, that the roll has always come to the Bishop Carroll sideline.
Hogan back under center. I formation. They're going to give it off to the fullback that time. Ball may be on the ground. Let's see, did they get it back? And yes, apparently they did. They were trying to get it to Martin there. That appeared to be a botched handoff. Not sure if he got that, juggling, or picked it off the turf. At any rate, it's a positive gain back to the original line of scrimmage at the 16-yard line. That'll bring up third down and 10 for the Golden Buffaloes. 3:45 to play in the first. Bishop Carroll leading 20-0. District play starts next week for both of these teams. From the 16-yard line, I formation for Southeast. Hogan fakes a handoff, rolling far side, throws on the run, he completes it, first completion of the game. Martin gets decked as he crosses the 20-yard line on the far side by Hornback. Short gain, still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down and 6, and Southeast must punt again.
Hornback just kind of playing center field and really just waiting, and then just took the inside. Didn't necessarily get to the ball, but man, that's getting strung out on a tackle.
Martin coming up a little bit hurt after that play, and he is the punter for Southeast. And his previous punts have not been very good.
Well, he's got a better starting point this time.
He's at a 5-yarder and a 10-yarder. Let's see what he can do here. 2 men back deep again for the Golden Eagles. Low snap, and this is a low line driver. That is going to go out of bounds, and actually compared to everything else, that's not a bad effort. That'll go out at the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for the Golden Eagles from there. So starting at their opponent's 38, Bishop Carroll will begin with its worst starting field position of the game at the 2:39 mark in the first and a 20-0 lead. Scanning the City League brought to you by Friday Night Quick Scores and the Big Talker 1480 KQAM. Join Dan Lucero from 7 to 10 every Friday night during the regular season for live scoring updates from around the City League and Wichita area. Garden City is at Carpenter tonight to play Wichita East. North is at Capon at Cessna Stadium. West is at Heights, and Northwest got a big win over South last night on Thursday Night Football. First down and 10, Bishop Carroll at the 38-yard line of the Golden Buffaloes. In motion is Tice to the far side. They're going to play it back to him. He wants to throw now, going to air it up, looking for Howell, and it is going to be tipped and caught by Howell. He runs in, touchdown, Bishop Carroll, a flag after the play. Kumar Reed tipped it. The pass was underthrown by Tice, and somehow Howell had the wherewithal to keep concentration and make the catch. I think this will be a horse collar tackle on the Golden Buffaloes. I saw them working on that in practice this week. I didn't know if they would bust it out, but they have put it on film now for Mays, Mays South, and Valley Center. Something else you've got to prepare for.
Yeah, along with everybody else in the state. Nice job by Tice.
They're going to pick up the flag. The touchdown is good. So Adam Tice with his first passing touchdown of his career, and Colton Howell with his first receiving touchdown of his career. At the 2:28 mark in the first, it is 26-0, and an offsides called on Southeast here as jumping across was Davon Langham. Not picking up the mic of the referee very well, so we'll go ahead and cut that out. It was supposed to rain tonight. Forecast was for 60% chance of showers, only a 40% chance now. Sprinkles to start the game. looking down there. Don't see any sprinkles at the moment. Very intermittent, very slight, light sprinkles, if any. Another flag here. And for the second straight time, offsides is called against Southeast. So half the distance to the goal again. Boy, the crowd's still buzzing over that last score. Tice to Howell. Didn't think we'd have that this year.
Didn't think we necessarily have it this year, but it was something that, with what you've seen from Tice, he's got a good arm.
He does. He looks pretty good out there. Kick is on the way, and White is able to cash it in. 3 of 4 to start the game. 2:28 to play in the first, and it's Bishop Carroll 27. The Golden Buffaloes of Southeast, nothing. They're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Picture yourself in a hat.
Holy
Anyone can look
jeez.
good.
There may be a contract offer in play for our honorary coaches tonight. Back to field the kickoff. Cameron Bond, number 3. Lamar Martin, number 20. And Earl Pines, number 28. Diego Lopez, kickoff to Gold Eagles.
Johnson's Garden Center.
A one-play, 38-yard scoring drive for Bishop Carroll. The running back, Adam Tice, converted to a wide receiver on a play, throws a throwback route to the quarterback, Colton Howell, 38 yards, a one-play, 11-second drive, and it's 27-0 Bishop Carroll. On the ensuing kickoff, offsides called against Bishop Carroll, 5 yards, and so now they kick from the 35-yard line, which is where they used to kick from all the time anyway, so no big deal from where we're sitting. And so Southeast will have a chance to have its best starting field position of the game, which to this point I believe has been the 21-yard line. Bishop Carroll has not started a drive further out than 38 yards from the end zone. So Diego Lopez is back to kick it away again, and let's see what he does here. He will go long, and it is going to be taken by an up back on the far side at the 10-yard line. Now to the 20 and the 30-yard line, and he got decked right there. Quaney was in there along with, well, it looks like the guy getting the bulk of the celebration is Brian Karst. First down and 10, Wichita Southeast. They'll have it at the 30-yard line, trailing 27-0, 2:21 to play in the first. The last meeting was in 2011 between these two teams, a 42-12 win at Carpenter Stadium for Bishop Carroll. It was 14-6 at the half BC, so it was surprisingly close last time. You remember the name John Lineber?
Yeah, that's vaguely familiar.
18 for 130 and a score in that game, by the way. First down and 10. Just outside the 30-yard line. Handoff goes up the gut. Bishop Carroll surrounds the tackler with 5 Golden Eagles, trying to rip out that ball from the carrier there, Martin, and they did get it out. It was fumbled on the play, recovered there. I'm not sure if anybody saw it but me, but Josiah Wilson came up with a loose ball there. They're going to, well, I think that they say that forward progress was stopped, so maybe that play was blown dead. I didn't hear a whistle, though. They give him 4 yards, so one of the few positive runs of the game for Martin. Second down and 6 at the 34-yard line for the Golden Buffaloes. The snap is fumbled this time, and falling right on top of it is the quarterback, Hogan. It'll be third down and 10. They lose those 4 on the very next play, and so far for Southeast, nothing is going right.
Well, it gets really tough when you look at the scoreboard. You almost have to ignore what's hanging up there, 27-0 right now, and you're still in the first quarter. and still $1:24 left on the clock. I mean, that's after a while. I mean, it gets to the point where it's a little bit frustrating.
3rd down and 10 for Southeast. Maybe make it 3rd and 9, just outside the 30. Moving left to right. They'll fake the handoff. Hogan, bootleg on the far side, has an alley to the 35, and he is upended short of the line to gain by 3 Golden Eagles. The first man to stick him there was Mark Quaney. It's 4th down and maybe 3 at the 37-yard line, and if you're Southeast with the way you've been punting, go for it here.
The best situation that you've had so far. You may as well go ahead and go for it.
All right, well, they're kind of lined up to 4th down and maybe a long 1 or a short 2, depending on how you look at it, and they are lined up to go for it here. I know this number 1 defense is still out there. They certainly don't want to let this happen, so 4th down, we'll call it 1 at the 38. I formation. Hogan's going to audible here. 1 receiver far side, that's Nero. 1 man out near side is Bond. Quarterback sneak up the middle. He did not get it! The front 4 of Bishop Carroll made the stop, and Marquez helps up one of the offensive linemen that comes up a little gimpy after the play, Jalen Sinones, but the gangrene defense gangs up on the Golden Buffaloes and pushes them aside on their 4th down try. 1st down and 10, Bishop Carroll.
Yeah, it looked like Hogan probably saw just a little bit of space right there if he could just ride the center forward. But that gangrene defense, like you said, Blake, it's really quick, really reactionary, and it doesn't take very much to tip. So when you're going to go with that, either a hard count or go ahead and just like first touch. As soon as you get up there, you're right into the center, you just go forward.
It may have been a ride, but that ride was in reverse. Under 30 seconds to play in the first, 27-0 Bishop Carroll. Handoff Goolsby inside the 30-yard line, picking his way. He's got the first down upended at the 23-yard line. 1st down and 10 Bishop Carroll. That first down brought to you by Minton Chiropractic. You're never down long with Minton Chiropractic. 12 seconds left in the first quarter, and Bishop Carroll will not snap it again. So we go to the second. Bishop Carroll leads 27-0. It's homecoming 2014, and the Golden Buffaloes are the visitors. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO.
Great coach once said that.
Thank you for watching Bishop Carroll football on BC Broadcasting. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Twitter is at BC Broadcasting, and Facebook, just search BC Space Broadcasting and you'll find us. Thank you for watching.
Second down and 5 coming up for Bishop Carroll, and they're ready to snap it. Ty Cipher checks in as a slot receiver to the far side. Pistol formation. Again, the tote goes. Nope, it's a keeper. Howell this time. Tries to turn the corner and make one man miss, but he can't. Kumar Reed drags him down just shy of the line to gain at the 15. 3rd down and 1 for Bishop Carroll. Golden Eagles have not failed to score on any drive tonight. 3rd down, we'll call it 3 at the 19-yard line. Left to right move the Golden Eagles as we begin the second quarter. Pistol in the backfield. Here is Goolsby. Takes the carry, carrying it in his right arm. Bounces off a tackle inside the 10, and he's got the first down, stumbling to the 8. Dragging a tackler along the way. Boy, Southeast has really had a tough time bringing down all the Golden Eagle ball carriers thus far. First and goal at the 8-yard line for Bishop Carroll, leading 27-0, just underway in the second. Checking in here, Seifert back into the game as a wide receiver. Britton on the far side. Goolsby the featured back. Right side, Dunmeyer in the slot. Out wide, no, beg your pardon, that's Dunmeyer in the slot. Out wide is Mans. Snap to Howell. Goolsby gets the carry and gets dumped as soon as he got the football. It was Davon Langham, the defensive back, sniping in to get him. No gain on the play. In fact, maybe a loss back to the 10-yard line. Second down and goal from the 10 for Bishop Carroll. A rare negative rush that time for the Golden Eagles. Seifert comes out. They're going to bring in the Piglet, Brett Bell. Boy, that's not a nickname I want to get stuck with, but that's the one he's got from his offensive line comrades. They'll shift into a pistol look. Goolsby behind Howell in the short gun. Goolsby outside on the right. To the numbers. To the 10. To the 5. And he beats everybody to the front right pylon. Touchdown, Bishop Carroll. 33-zip, 10:22 to play in the first half.
Denzel comes around the right side and really starts to see things open up, and then it's just a little bit of a gate trying to take the best angle to get inside the pylon. And one thing you never see with Denzel, regardless of who happens to be in his view, you never really see panic.
No.
You never see a fire drill.
About as cool as they come, and the kick is good from White. 34-0, 10:22 to play in the first half. Bishop Carroll over Southeast, well on their way to another G-Wall championship. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
A lot of things change in 50 years, but the quality from Lee Reed Engraving.
Give us 2 seconds time, please. Music.
Title last year. Discover more online at newmanjazz.com.
The kick from Diego Lopez. It is now 34-0, Bishop Carroll. The kick is going to bounce right on the sideline, and it does not go out of bounds. And boy, the poor Golden Buffalo that took that kick, and that ended up being Lamar Martin. He just got absolutely mashed right where he had the ball, just at the 20-yard line. In fact, inside it at the 18 as he retreated a little bit. That ball just bounced straight in the air. With any other kicker, it would have gone out of bounds, but not for Diego Lopez. It has the ball on the string so far this year.
Has that backspin on it, just lands it right there softly on the green, and then he's within putting distance.
He is. Bishop Carroll is 3 for 3 on onside kicks this year, and it's their kicking game has been unbelievable. Real quickly, 10-yard run for Goolsby on the scoring drive, 6 plays, 38 yards, 157 off the clock, 34-0 Bishop Carroll. Out of the I formation, first down and 10. Southeast going to try to truck it on the near side numbers. They don't get much if they get back to the line of scrimmage, and tackle was made by multiple Golden Eagles. The carry went for Ira Hines, and he is marked for no gain at the 18-yard line, maybe a loss of 1, in fact. Second down, we'll call it 11. Inside 10 to go in the first half, 34-0. It appears we'll have plenty of time to check the scoreboard, brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. Our first update tonight comes from Thursday night, a district opponent for Bishop Carroll, Valley Center over Eisenhower, 34-14. I formation again. Hogan will give it up off the middle. This is a big hole here for Martin as they convert on first down. They get a first down of the game out to the 33-yard line, running right at the middle of the defense. Finally stopped at the 33 was Martin. So there's one sign of life for the Golden Buffalo offense, I should say. First down and 10 Southeast at the 33-yard line. 9.5 to go in the first half. Southeast trailing Carroll 34-zip.
With as much size as they have up front, I would be surprised that the Golden Buffalo just don't really try to ride some of these big guys a little more.
Hogan fakes the handoff, stops, throws over the middle, intercepted! Mark Quaney again! No surprise there. He's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. Mark Quaney kind of puts the ball down. He thought he could have gotten a little more there. He was thinking end zone, but Mark Quaney gets another interception. The guy is a magnet to the football.
We kind of saw him a little bit quiet this evening and not really calling his name and number a whole lot, but right there, situation where Hogan just drops back and looking to throw back towards the middle, and you've got Quaney just playing center field, just ball hawking for the most part.
First down and 10, Bishop Carroll. And Quaney kind of jumping around a little bit there. Looks like he's okay.
Looks like it might be just a little bit of a finger or something along those lines.
Yeah, he got jammed a little bit on that interception. I met his dad at the latest Shuckman show. Nice guy. I like to meet some of the parents of the guys we're talking about. Met Mr. Marquez the week before. Quaney said he's just kind of a different kind of an animal.
He really is.
He's the youngest. He's got, I believe, 3 sisters.
Yep.
And boy, he has enough. I don't know the girls, but he's got enough wild for that
survival
family.
skills. That's what you got to have in a house like that.
Timeout on the field at the 9:08 mark in the first half. Bishop Carroll 34, Southeast nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Shelton Collision Repair has set the standard for collision repair for 38 years, and they continue to raise the bar with their new state-of-the-art
you can go rejoin here probably, yeah.
In just 12 minutes from downtown Wichita at 325 West Patriot Avenue in Derby. Call Shelton Collision Repair at 788-1528. That's 788-1528.
Unknown at this time.
Unknown at this time. They'll give you the assurance that your vehicle will be fixed correctly the first time, every time at Shelton Collision Repair.
Football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO.
And in come the number 2s for Bishop Carroll. Play action, and here comes Jake Allen. First pass of the game. It is caught by Seifert. No, beg your pardon, that's not Seifert. That's Garrett Schulte, the tight end. He bounced off the first tackle, then gets ridden down at the 37-yard line. So Bishop Carroll in with the number 2s with a 34-0 lead about 3 minutes into the second quarter. So far, I guess that'll be all the time we have to evaluate the number 1s, Brad. Another pretty good game for them.
I would say if you're looking at 34 zip and you're 8:36 into the or 8:36 left in the second, yeah, I think you get a pretty good grade tonight.
Handoff up the middle. This time it is Weber. Weber plows his way inside the 30-yard line, and he'll have the first down at the 29. A gain of 8. So we'll try to get some of these number 2s names and numbers called as we have time. We should have plenty of time. Cole Britton is in at wide receiver. Seifert and Weber are the backs, along with Allen at quarterback, and Zach Sanders, who has played with the 1s this year. He's in at wide receiver as well to the far side. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line. This time it is Allen. Cuts between 2 Golden Buffaloes, shifting his way inside the 20-yard line, and he's picked up a first down after gaining 11. Wow, Allen, there was some moves out on the field.
Well, and not only that, but a really nice fake to get everything started with the read option, tucking it right into the belly of Austin Weber, letting Weber just go ahead and kind of take the fake. And then it was all Jake Allen.
We're going to go ahead and open up the lines here. If we were on a show with the, we're not opening up phone calls. We're going to open up the Lee Reed Engraving scoreboard here in the middle stages of the first. Here is a handoff to Weber. Weber gets hit as soon as he got the ball. He is able to push the pile to about the 18, but not any more than that. Michael Maxey at linebacker comes in to snare him for the Golden Buffaloes. I mentioned this score not because it is of local interest, but because of the time and score. Halftime, Smith Center 7, El Saline nothing. Halftime at 7:45.
Wow.
That is a quick first half.
No passing in that ball game.
I guess not. Second down and 9 inside the 18-yard line. Allen fakes the handoff, running right, trying to get away from the Golden Buffaloes. He can't. He's surrounded by 4 of them. Well, yeah, then they pushed him down after the whistle, and that is not smart. And then they knocked the ball out of his hand very late. Leading the way there was Cortland Nero, and they unnecessarily slammed him to the ground. That'll be a personal foul penalty on Southeast, half the distance to the goal. It'll be a first down for Bishop Carroll, and that's a kind of mental mistake and mental discipline that Coach Asmussen is trying to clean up in his program.
You definitely got to have everybody buying in. And there's just absolutely no reason to lose composure. I mean, you get frustrated, but hey, it's time to get back to the huddle. You got to have a short memory if you're ever going to learn anything. That's kind of a contradiction in terms, but you really have to.
Well, the chain gang has not. Okay, there we go. I was going to say the chain gang has not responded on the far side with a first down. But the penalty ends up putting the ball at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Bishop Carroll. Short gun here for Allen. Behind him, 2-point stance is Weber. Weber on the zone read will take it, trying to drag tacklers with him, and he does so for a few yards. He was hit at the 10, but he got down near the 6 to pick up about 3. Second down and goal from the 6 for Bishop Carroll. 6:44 to play in the first half, 34-0, and the number 2s are in for BC. Who is that meandering over here toward the far near side? And at wide receiver, that's Eric Nichols, sophomore in the slot. Near side with Britton and Seifert. Handoff, Weber starts left, then cuts down the middle, dives, and he's inside the 5 to about the 3. So Sanders is in at wide receiver. We see Nichols in. Now he's coming out, and back into the game is the backup tight end, Garrett Schulte. Bishop Carroll has run less 2 tight end sets this year, particularly compared to 2012 when it seems like they were in double tight a lot. Very successful with that package as well. Third down and goal from the 3. Shotgun snap. Allen to Weber. He plows it in on the right side. Touchdown, Bishop Carroll. Austin Weber, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And it's Bishop Carroll 40 and the Golden Buffaloes nothing. And I believe that's close to the most points and a half this year.
I believe so.
What was the halftime score last week? It was 27 at the end of, I don't think it was 40. I think it might have been 42. I think we had 2 scores in the second, didn't we?
Have to go back and look at the box score.
I actually have that. I will do so.
You do have the box score. Why am I not surprised?
White kicks it up and through the uprights, so Bishop Carroll getting close to a season high for points and a half. 41-0 as Austin Weber runs it in for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. 41-zip BC, 5:45 to play in the first half over Southeast. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Located just west of Taylor on
Play 40-yard drive, 3:23 off the clock, and it's 41-0 Bishop Carroll after the run-in from 9 yards out from Austin Weber. Inside the 20-yard line, here's the return for Southeast, out past the 30, out past the 40, then tackled from behind there was Martin as he scrambled out past the 42-yard line. That was the number 2 kick coverage team for Bishop Carroll with the number 1 kicker, Diego Lopez. First down and 10, Southeast, their best starting field position of the day. Second quarter brought to you by Continental Truck Accessories. Stay tuned for our Cruise Corporation Bishop Carroll halftime report. We'll have our Bishop Carroll Spotlight again, highlighting a religion teacher this week at Bishop Carroll High School. We'll also have our first half scoring recap and halftime stats, all coming up in the Cruise Corporation Bishop Carroll halftime report. First down and 10 Southeast, another handoff in between the guards, and not a lot doing right there. It appears that for the first time, nope, not yet. Still see some number 1 defenders in there. Hank Honus made that tackle. A gain of about 3 on the play. Second down and 7 to go, maybe 8. So it looks like the number ones are going to be out. Don't want to run out the score, but you need the number one defense in. Need to get some conditioning because we expect that Mays will put up more of a challenge next week than the Buffaloes or the Redskins have these past 2 games.
I would have to assume that that's what we're probably going to see.
I would guess that's going to be the case. 2nd down and 8, just about 8 yards shy of midfield for Southeast. Hogan fakes the handoff, now under pressure. There he is, the sack master, Samuel Hankonis, swallowed him up and leveled him inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, 3rd down and 15. Hankonis picks up the sack. So now 3rd down and 15 back at the 35 for Bishop Carroll on the season. They came in with 19 sacks on the year. 97 tackles for loss in their first 5 games.
This may be the fastest defensive end that Kyle Klingensmith is going to see for a while. Right there. I mean, it's a blur.
Quite possibly. 3rd down and 15. They haven't converted on 3rd down all night. Hogan nearly sacked again. Throws on the run, and it is off the hands of Quaney, almost picked off just past the 40-yard line. So Quaney almost got another one there. He always just seems to find the football. I don't know how he does it. I asked his dad. His dad says he does not wear any kind of magnetic device on his person while playing that attracts the football, but he seems to.
I think the one thing that his dad fails to recognize is that this is hereditary.
Is it really?
The sense that he gets for his nose for the ball, I believe, actually comes from his mom. And that's something that a lot of the family members don't really realize. They don't really talk a lot about either.
I don't even know where to go with that. Here's Martin. The snap is low. Kick is away. It is very high and very short. Number 2 returners are in, and that one's out of bounds. So 1st down and 10 for Carroll, and they will spot it inside the 50 to the 48-yard line. Golden Eagles will have it there, leading 41-0, 3:53 to play in the first half. So 1st down and 10. Bishop Carroll, keep you up to date on all the scores tonight that you need to know. Also, if you like more up-to-date scoring updates, feel free to slip over to 1480 KQAM and Friday night quick scores at any time tonight. In the bottom of the 2nd, American League Championship Series, Game 1, Kansas City and Baltimore. Still looking to get 1 run on the board there. They are knotted at 0. So we'll keep you up to date on the Royals tonight. It's part of our Lee Reed scoring updates, brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. 1st and 10 from the Southeast 48. Zone read. It is Allen. Fake the handoff to Weber. Big hole on the right side. Inside the hashes. Back past the 40. Down inside the 36-yard line. He gains 13 on 1st down and picks up a 1st down. Good job there by Allen, making the quick decision to keep it himself and find good yardage.
Well, and one of the things that Jake Allen might have to do, I know he likes to be a hard-nosed runner, but at some point in time, after you get past those yard markers and you still see white jerseys in front of you, you might want to go ahead and just practice that slide.
The slide?
Go ahead and go with the slide.
Is he a baseball player? I'm not sure.
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
He is? Well, then he
had
should
been
know.
in the past, and I'm sure he's still playing.
From the 35, 1st down and 10. Weber trucks it up the middle, lost the football, and it is still loose on the ground, squirting around. Southeast covers it. They'll have it at the 20-yard line, and Weber coughs it up. 1st down and 10, and that will be Southeast football. 1st fumble of the year for Weber, and that is just the 4th turnover of the season for Bishop Carroll. 3rd fumble lost on the year. So Southeast forces a turnover. They get it at the 21, trailing 41-0. 1st down and 10, 3:17 to go in the first half.
Yeah, I know for Austin that's got to be pretty hard for him. I know he's been working really hard on his ball security, going all the way back to sophomore year. Back with the game at Hutch when there was a little bit of an issue with him being able to hang on to the ball. He's worked really hard on it. It's tough luck for him there.
Handoff up the middle. Martin breaks the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. The fullback, he's out loose past the 40, far sideline to the 50. And for the first time today, Southeast is into Bishop Carroll territory at the 45-yard line. 1st down and 10. And no, in case you were wondering, that was not against the number 1 defense. The number 2s are now in for Bishop Carroll. Number 1 offense remains in for Southeast. Biggest play of the day for Southeast. Rumbles all the way to the 45-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Yeah. if the twos are going to get their challenge right now, now is the time for them to kind of step up and step into this situation, because they're going to be down as far as the size matchup is concerned.
First down and 10, 45-yard line for Southeast. Fullback gets it here. I think that was Martin. Might have been Hines. Yeah, that is Martin, and he is whistled dead after a pickup of 5. I called the tackle as Tommy Marquez. I don't think that was him. I think that might have been Kyle Moore in there along with Trujillo. I don't see Marquez in the game, and quite frankly, there's a reason for that. You're going to need those guys in district play. Gain of 6 for Martin, by the way, and timeout called on the field by the officials. Second down and 4 at the 39-yard line. Southeast this year gets shifted out of that Derby district of death. And this year, even though they're winless at this point, they're still going to feel like they've got a chance. Junction City at home, then at North, and then east at Carpenter Stadium to end the year. Second down and 39. Up the gut this time. They'll pick up the first down running on the right hash marks. That was Hines this time, swallowed up by Brandon Fox after the pickup of 9 yards to about the 32. First and 10 Southeast as the Golden Buffaloes look to get on a roll here. Southeast has been shut out in 3 games this year. Their closest game, a 24-13 loss at Carpenter Stadium to the Titans of South. Also scored once against Northwest, 48-7 in that game. Shut out by Heights, Dodge City, and Capon last week, 31-0. First and 10, Southeast at the Bishop Carroll 32-yard line, 41-0 under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Up the middle and running into a wall there was the ball carrier. That time it was the quarterback Hogan. Hogan stopped by Fox and Jeff Tholstrup. Second down and 10, 32-yard line. Southeast has been down with a lot of injuries. 2 offensive linemen, a backup quarterback. Their starting tailback didn't even play it down this year with an injury. Second down and 10. Here's the handoff again to the fullback. That's Hines. Hines breaks free at the 35, inside the 20, past the 10. Then he gets leveled at about the 5. First down and goal, Southeast. Good run on the play for Hines. Picks up over 30 yards. And, boy, Golden Eagles look like they had him for just about a 5-yard pickup.
Just really quick. Hines just really skated right through the middle. And he's got such speed and those quick feet as well. Once he had a little bit of open space, really was able to step on the accelerator. That's some good field position, but nice recovery in the secondary for Bishop Carroll just to keep that out of the end zone.
They mark it back to the 7. First and goal, Southeast. First chance in the red zone today. Handoff on the right side. This time it's Bond, and Bond is going to be wrapped up and dragged down from behind by Jacob Anderson. A loss on the play, back near the 9. And they'll spot it at the 11. 42 seconds left, and I think Southeast is going to call a timeout and try to get on the board here. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. See any reads that I'm behind on? We are live in the Maximum Outdoor Equipment broadcast booth. A quick shout out to our sideline reporter, brought to you by Taco Pronto, Russ Kessler, enjoying tonight's game from the comfort of his truck. I believe out in the end zone somewhere. We didn't have him tonight because we weren't going to have the equipment out in the rain, and it was forecast to rain. We are going to be in the mid-40s tonight for the low with a northeast wind about 10 to 15 miles per hour, but the rain has really dried up. We had some sprinkles right at kickoff, but nothing serious, and the turf is damp. You can see the water glistening on the drainage system, just a thin line of concrete around the turf, but no rain right now. But Russ thought, better seat from the truck tonight.
I did want to also give a shout-out. I was supposed to do this during the Holy War against Capon, but for the seminarians that are listening tonight in the St. Louis area, also back around the Maryland area, for everybody that's out there tonight, good to have you along.
Absolutely. Here's a handoff to Ira Hines, spinning his way inside the 10. No gain on the play. 30 seconds, clock is moving. Southeast not calling a timeout yet. Now finally they call it, and they'll stop it at the 24-second. Well, the clock is still moving. Clock is still moving. Clock is still moving. Oh, boy. We're going to have to fix that. Clock is still counting down, and timeout has been called. So they've got it down at 9, but they're going to have to put, I would say, closer to about 33 seconds.
So it was winding for a little bit there.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. The Royals score first. 1-0, top of the third.
Is now time to go crazy like 1985?
Well,
is this the moment we've been waiting for?
It's
still early.
Let's relax a little bit.
Okay.
And that is, believe it or not, that's a solo home run by Alcides Escobar.
Really? So he brings out the whip and stick. I was wondering who was going to be taking that one on the road tonight.
I'm not watching the game, but when you've got only one run in the game and one RBI in the game, and both by the same guy, to me that means home run. Maybe it's an inside the Parker. I don't know. Well, here's Alcides Escobar opens up the scoring with a solo homer on Chris Tillman.
Wow.
1-0 Royals.
Well, boom.
Can you believe that? Third down and goal back in this game from the 11 for Southeast. Rolling as the quarterback. Hogan has a hole to the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. The first points allowed of this season by Bishop Carroll that came outside of the fourth quarter, and it's 41-6. The clock did not move on that possession. It started at 20 and ended at 20. So I think the clock will need to be adjusted again, I think.
Either that or Hogan is a lot faster than we thought he was.
Well, that would, on that case, our brains were able to process that play at a much faster rate of speed as well.
We were speaking a lot faster.
I guess so.
Very good.
Apologize for those of you that did not break the space-time continuum with the rest of us.
Thank you, Doctor Who.
Or Star Trek.
Or Star Trek.
Next generation. Timeout Southeast before the extra point. They may be going for 2 here. We're about to send it to a break, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Cruise Corporation Bishop Carroll halftime report is coming right up. Let's check the other scores. Scoreboard update brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. Let's see here. What else do we have? Scroll to the top here. At the half, Salina Central over Hutch, 13-6. Boy, I don't know if they have a name for that rivalry, Salina South and Salina Central, as I like to call them, 2 old I-70 League schools. But that could be quite a matchup this year.
Usually called the Salina Civil War.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what they had called
I'm used
it.
to the Civil War here is North and South,
Sure.
if I'm not correct.
Mm-hmm.
And Topeka High, Topeka West is anything but civil.
I believe they actually call it the Uncivil War is what they call it.
I don't know. Well, I went there. I'm not sure about that. It's been anything but civil if you're a West fan, that's for sure. Here's Bond to throw on the rollout, and it is caught in the end zone for 2. Making the catch there is Cortland Nero. 2-point conversion for Southeast. First one given up by Carroll this season. And with 20 seconds left in the first half, it's Bishop Carroll 41, Southeast 8. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
I love the bacon on this Subway sandwich.
Takes a slightly different approach to fun, food, and entertainment.
I don't know.
Join Chef Andy at All Things
I don't
Barbecue
have-
and experience
I've
the
gotta-
ingredients
I've
of
gotta
success.
take care of my own stuff. I
Limited
can't
seating
make
is
it.
still available, but they're filling up fast, so don't delay.
2 seconds, 2
Sign
seconds.
up online at
How long will the token run
atbq.com or stop by and check us out at 818 West Douglas in the historic Delano District. All Things Barbecue.
Two-point conversion tacked on by Southeast, and they go for the onside kick. Oh, Bishop Carroll got blown up right there. That was a fair catch, I thought, which means that it should be a penalty. So they're going to call it a fumble by Bishop Carroll. Getting on top of it was Joseph Robin. He had it, and he did the right thing. He tried to go right down on it, but then he got blasted by a Golden Buffalo at the 48-yard line. So the fumble is recovered by Southeast. First down and 10 at the Carroll 48-yard line. 16 seconds left in the half. 41-8. Carroll well on its way to a third straight City League championship, Brad. It would be not only third in a row, but it would be 5 of 6 and 6 of 8.
Wow.
Not too shabby.
No.
The only team to break through, Heights. First and 10, 48-yard line. Snap fumbled by Bond. Takes about a 10-step drop to the far side numbers. Now tries to dance through, then gets wrapped up and blasted by Anthony Trujillo, laying the lumber in the backfield. A loss inside the southeast 40-yard line, and that's how the half ends. So Trujillo put it into that scramble with authority, 41-8, and we go to the halftime break. Before we break for half, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
This is Wichita's official home for high school football. Sports Radio 1410 KGSO Wichita.
A big-time sack by and stay tuned. We'll be sure to get you all the updates on Homecoming Royalty Awards during our halftime report. It's coming up next. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Since 1985, Equity Builders has done...
Welcome to Homecoming 2014. Bishop Carroll Student Council would like to welcome all parents, students, alumni, and friends to the 2014 Homecoming celebration. This week was full of fun activities celebrating the success of Bishop Carroll in the classroom, in athletic competition, and in school spirit. The senior class has nominated these 12 candidates to represent their class this year. We now direct your attention to the track for the introduction of our Homecoming royalties. Our first couple is Shelby Lopez and AJ Dunmeyer. Shelby is a member of St. Elizabeth and Seton Parish. She is the daughter of Keith and Stephanie Lopez. During her time at Bishop Carroll, she has participated in volleyball for 1 year, mission club for 1 year, basketball for 4 years, and soccer for 4 years. As a member of the basketball team, she has made All-City. And as a member of the soccer team, she has made All-City 3 years, First Team All-State 2 years, First Team All-Region 2 years, and All-Metro 1 year. Shelby has not decided where she will attend college, but plans to study business and play basketball. AJ Dunmeyer is a member of St. Francis of Assisi Parish. He is the son of Cindy Dunmeyer. During his time at Bishop Carroll, AJ has participated in baseball for 4 years, football for 2 years, and God Squad for 2 years. AJ plans to attend Kansas State University and major in business management. Our second couple is Mackenzie McElhiney and Jake Morgan. Mackenzie is a member of St. Francis of Assisi Parish and the daughter of Tyson and Sherry McElhiney. During her time at Bishop Carroll, she has participated in Student Council 2 years, Executive Student Council for 1 year, Yearbook for 1 year, God Squad for 2 years, and Handmaids of Mary for 1 year. Mackenzie has been on honor roll every semester and ranked in the top 10% of her class all 4 years of high school. She is undecided on her plans for next year. Jake is a member of St. Francis of Assisi Parish and the son of Mike and Carol Morgan. During his time at Bishop Carroll, he has participated in baseball for 1 year and football for 4 years. Jake is a 3-year football letterman, All-City Honorable Mention linebacker in 2013, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Voice of Democracy speechwriting district winner and state finalist. He was also chosen as a member of the freshman retreat team this year and varsity football defensive captain. Jake plans to attend the University of Kansas and major in aerospace engineering.
Our third couple is Jessica Malley and Jacob Luber. Jessica is a member of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Parish and the daughter of Paul and Nancy Malley. During her time at Bishop Carroll, Jessica has participated in leadership team for 3 years, track and cross country 3 years, God Squad 3 years, volleyball for 1 year. She has also been in yearbook for 3 years and mission club for 2 years. Jessica was chosen to be a member of the freshman retreat team this year and has also achieved the honor roll. Jessica is undecided where she will attend college but plans to pursue a degree in elementary education. Jacob is a member of St. Trinity Apostle Parish and is the son of Chris and Kelly Luber. During his time at Bishop Carroll, Jacob has participated in track for 1 year, tennis for 2 years, God Squad 2 years, and Liturgy Club 4 years. He currently plans to attend Conception Seminary College after graduation. Our fourth couple is Adriana Eastman and Joel Sponsel. Adriana is a member of St. Peter the Apostle Parish and is the daughter of Michael and Jennifer Eastman. Adriana has participated in tennis and debate for 1 year, soccer for 4 years, and choir for 3 years. She has lettered in the varsity level of God Squad and hopes to do so this Lent as well as continue to be a captain. Adriana has lettered as a wrestling manager and achieved the honor roll all 4 years of high school. Adriana plans to attend Wichita State University with a major in business management. Joel is a member of St. Peter the Apostle Parish and is the son of Theodore and Susan Sponsel. During his time at Bishop Carroll, he has participated in track and football for 1 year, madrigals for 3 years, and wrestling for 4 years. Joel has also been a member of student council for 3 years and is currently an executive officer his 4th year. He was wrestling regional runner-up in 2012 and 2013. Joel was also chosen to be a member of the freshman retreat team this school year. Joel is still deciding if he will attend Conception Seminary or Newman University with an interest in studying business administration. Our fifth couple is Braden Capard and Jacob Wolfett. Braden is a member of St. Elizabeth Parish and is the daughter of Richard and Chrissy Capard. During her time at Bishop Carroll, Braden has participated in Liturgy Club and Eagles for Life for 1 year, God Squad for 4 years, theater for 3 years, and the Thespian Troupe for 2 years. She has been a member of the Spanish Club and Mission Club for 2 years. Braden has also lettered in theater, and she plans to attend Wichita State University and major in psychology. Jacob is a member of St. Joseph Parish and is the son of Kirk and Lauren Eck. During his time at Bishop Carroll, Jacob has been a member of Scholars Bowl all 4 years. He has lettered in Scholars Bowl for 3 years and has helped the Scholars Bowl to a regional championship in the last 2 years and a state championship in 2013-2014. Jacob has also received first honors on the honor roll 3 years, and he plans to attend the University of Kansas while majoring in computer science. Our sixth couple is Chelsea Pell and Garrett Schulte. Chelsea is a member of St. Jude Parish and is the daughter of Anthony Pell and Sasha Randolph. During her time at Bishop Carroll, Chelsea has participated in Spanish Club for 2 years, God Squad 1 year, and has volunteered at Via Christi for 1 year. Chelsea plans to study nursing at either Butler or Wichita State University. Garrett is a member of St. Mary's Parish in Newton and is the son of Brian and Kelly Schulte. During his time at Bishop Carroll, Garrett has participated in football for 4 years and track and field for 4 years. He is a 3-year letterman and won state football in 2012. Garrett is still deciding where he will attend college among Eastern New Mexico University, Northern State University, or Kansas State, but plans to pursue a major in accounting with hopes to continue participating in track. Ladies and gentlemen, we now direct your attention to the 50-yard line where last year's homecoming king Scott Lineber and last year's homecoming queen Courtney Jordan will crown all winners. Bishop Carroll's 2014 homecoming king is AJ Dunmire. And now the moment you've been waiting for. This year's homecoming queen is Adriana Eastman. Congratulations, Adriana and AJ. We would like to thank all who have worked hard to make this week of homecoming festivities enjoyable, including Lily's Flower Shop, Lamar's Donuts, and the Bishop Carroll Parents Organization. We would like especially to recognize Brian McGreevy, class of 1988, who has once again generously donated the golf carts driven by our candidates to his company, Kansas Golf and Church. We would also like to offer special thanks to Student Council Advisor Miss Abby Johnson, Student Body President Aubrey Burgess, and the rest of the Executive Student Council. Laura Cordy, Mackenzie McElhiney, Logan Albers, Joel Sponsel, Kelly Griffin, Nicole Lubers, Connor Hampton, and all of the dedicated class sponsors and officers for all their work in planning this week's events. Ladies and gentlemen, give one more round of applause for our homecoming royalty and this year's cheering queen. It is also my joy to announce that Alex Gordon has just hit a triple in the top of the third, and Royals lead 4-0. Go Royals! Happy birthday, Garrett!
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to please welcome to the field your 2014-2015 Bishop Carroll Rogan Eagles Palm Squad. Tonight, the Palm Squad will perform a routine with our very own Screaming Eagle Drumline. Palm Squad and Drumline have performed together at several area community events and are always a crowd favorite. Choreography for the Palm routine is by Captains Tiffany LaFleur and Maggie Howell. The 2014-2015 Palm Squad, accompanied by the Bishop Carroll Screaming Eagle Drumline. Ladies and gentlemen, 2014-2015 Palm Squad and the Drumline. Now we welcome to the field the entire Bishop Carroll.
Nothing against Carroll. It's just a number.
Present their 2014 Field Trails
North takes some pride in their band.
They do.
Well, it's come back.
Performance schedule this year, including the Kansas State Fair, Central States Marching Festival at K-State, and the Southern Plains Marching Festival in Andover. Today they'll be presenting music from the Avengers, Twilight, and Transformers. 2014 drum majors are Colby Pelican and Madeline Peterson. The band is directed by Mr. Christopher Dean, assisted by color guard instructor Carla Chapman and drumline instructor Rachel Cutler. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may take the field for your performance. time of the Screaming Eagle Music Corps. As the teams get ready for the second half, we want to remind everybody that Sports Radio 1410 KGSO is the home of Bishop Carroll football all season long. Tune in before the game at 6 o'clock every Friday for the best high school football coverage in Kansas on the KPress.com pregame show. Pregame coverage of Golden Eagle football starts at 6:30 and can be heard online at KGSO.com or via the TuneIn Radio app. Join Blake Cripps and Brad Streeter as they bring you exciting action all season long. Eagle fans are invited to Emerson Flight the 21st of May
field as well. So if you happen to be a Southeast Golden Buffalo fan, alum, parent, right now would be the time to keep the stands warm, because you're going to see some kids that are going to get real good. They've got decent size. They're going to get a little bit more discipline. And by discipline, I don't mean that they're necessarily, they've only had one penalty. First half, 2 penalties, perhaps?
They had a couple on the extra point. Okay. Those are, 1-inch penalties at that point.
But even when things were not going well for them, and they're playing on the eternal field here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, which means they're deep in their own territory, you're still seeing them. Nobody's jumping. Everybody's staying, within what they're supposed to be doing. No one's really getting exercised. No one's, really getting their tempers in the wrong direction. They're staying focused, and they realize that they're building right now. But I like what I'm seeing from the Golden Buffalo, and I'd like to see them to continue to get stronger. I'd like to see more kids out. Southeast is a big school.
Well, not only that, but only 60% of the kids in the district are at Southeast, that are in Southeast District. A lot of kids going elsewhere for whatever reason, and we hope with the new facilities that maybe that will turn around.
It'll definitely change the geography.
We'll be back. It's time for the second half. 41-8 Carroll over Southeast. Back in 1 minute for second half action at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Professional excavators and homeowners.
You can play that 1 minute break here. Give us the second half kickoff, and we'll be good to go.
Is no accident. So before you begin your next digging project, remember to call Kansas 811 to have your underground utility lines pumped for free. 811 before you dig. So plans A.
Bring you back in with the second half kickoff.
Yes, sir. I would appreciate that very much.
This message is brought to you by Kansas 811, reminding you that no matter your digging project is big or small, don't make a judgment call. Always call 811 before you dig.
Dr. Warren and staff would like to extend a warm welcome to you and your family. Warren Optometry, utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and maintaining the highest trained staff in an effort to represent the ultimate knowledge of private practice. Warren Optometry is sharing a lifelong relationship with your family. 10 seconds. 2121 North Highway, Suite 302. Warren Optometry, committed to secure care for all your family.
Omaha is Bishop Carroll football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO. You've been listening to the Cruise Corporation Bishop Carroll halftime report. It's time for the second half kickoff. Back at the stadium, here's Blake Cripps.
41-8, Golden Eagles on the field for the kick return. Looks like the number ones are going to start out on kick return. And it looks like we were lined up on the wrong way. So Bishop Carroll, after deferring in the first half, will get the opening kick to start the second half. And Gouldsby and Hornback are going back deep. So the number ones will be out. Maybe, do you think they get a series? They did not against North. Will they get a series tonight?
I think you work maybe a little bit more special teams right now.
Okay, so just the special teamers. Fair enough.
Now, I did see Colton Howell warming up on the sidelines. I did see Adam Bailey catching. So, I mean, at this point in time, I mean, they're probably going to try to stay just a little bit warm. And maybe something to think about, but you could see another series here. We're getting ready for Mays next week.
Yes.
And Carroll's got to remain sharp. No time to sit over here and just compare notes over on the sidelines or wonder what's going to happen the rest of the weekend. Still got football to play. Second half is coming up.
Victor Olorafemi is going to kick off for the first time today for Southeast, and he does so, and he kicks it to an up back. Taken by Mans at the 20-yard line, caught from behind, and then slammed down at the 28. Great open field tackle by Ira Hines. First down and 10, Bishop Carroll. And let's see which group comes out here. Oh, boy, I'm seeing a lot of number ones here in this bunch. So it looks like they may get a series and at least make them get warmed up. that would be what you'd have to do. You get cooled down at the half, you warm up, and then you have to play in the second half. So here come the number ones out for the second half with a 41-8 lead. First down and 10, Bishop Carroll, and this will be the longest field this group has had today, starting at the 27-yard line. Power pistol in the backfield. Goolsby streaks up the middle, stiff arms at the 35-yard line, and he's got about 6, just shy of the 35, tackled out of bounds by 2 Golden Buffaloes. Forcing him out, Isaiah Ross and Vernon Ross. Second down and 4 at the 34 for BC, leading 41-8, just underway third quarter. This time in the pro pistol, the fullback will be Austin Weber to the left of Howell. It's a pistol because Goolsby is behind Howell. Howell run behind Weber. Now picks back to the right, past the 40. Lowers his shoulder, spins at the 45, and on the crown of the gridiron, he'll have the first down at the 47-yard line. A pickup of 13, first and 10, Bishop Carroll. Davon Langham made the tackle for Southeast. 3 yards shy of midfield, the Golden Eagles are moving on offense, first and 10. Last dress rehearsal before district play opens up for both of these teams next week. Final league game of the year for Carroll. Pro pistol again. Goolsby again. Crossing midfield, and he'll get to the 49. Not much after that. Hit from behind and tackled by, I believe, Isaiah Ross again. Second down and 7. Square up midfield, and Goolsby getting very close to that 100-yard mark. Last week, his first game of less than 100 yards of rushing offense, although you will recall he did get over 100 yards of total offense.
Total offense with a big return to kick everything off.
Yeah, a couple of kick returns. Second down and 7 at midfield. Play action, Howell rolling right, steps out of a tackler. Now he's got a big hole, center of the field, and he finds his way to the 41-yard line to pick up 9. Well, you know what? Most quarterbacks probably would have been sacked there for a loss of 5. Instead, rushing 15 yards from up the field at that point, Howell finds 9 yards and a first down.
Well, and Colton has a really good job, or does a really good job of knowing what to expect. You're always going to have those rush ends coming up. You know they're going to be taking that outside approach. All you have to do is just bait back there long enough and then step forward.
One tight end set. They'll run behind Bell on the right side. Out to the numbers is Goolsby. Stiff arms a man as he's run out of bounds near the 32-yard line by Cortland Nero of the Buffaloes. Gain of about 8, and that will put Goolsby close to 100. If not there, 8-yard gain for Goolsby. Second down and 2, and that will put him at the 100-yard mark. So Goolsby with rushing touchdown today and 100 yards. 2 rushing scores for Goolsby. Second down and 2. And Bishop Carroll taking a long time to get this play in. Pro pistol in the backfield. A half diamond set, if you'd like to call it that. Handoff goes to Goolsby. First down to the 30. Slips through a hole at the 20-yard line, and that's where he'll stop. Pickup of 12 on the play. Just a small little crease right there, but Goolsby finds 12 and a first down. Now Bishop Carroll's just outside the red zone. I think they may have spotted it at the 21, and they did. Bishop Carroll ahead 41-8. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. Number 1 offense is back as Bishop Carroll looks to put the finishing touches on its 3rd straight league championship. Strong side of the pro pistol is the far side, the wide side of the field. They'll snap it from the right hash. Running narrow side is Goolsby. Goolsby on the hash marks, dancing inside the 15-yard line, gaining 7. Slowed down on the play by Damon Geddes, the linebacker of the Thundering Herd. Second down and 3 to go. Southeast once had a very proud and long-established football program. Multiple state championship runs for that team, but they have fallen on hard times of late. Chris Asmussen hoping that the new building, new facility, brand new football field will help them get it back. Weber in to block again for Goolsby. Huge hole on the left side. Darts out to the 10, and he will walk in on the far side next to the pylon. Touchdown, Bishop Carroll. It's 47-8. A 3-touchdown rushing night for Denzel Goolsby.
Now Denzel just takes it over to the left side and really starts working right behind that line, and then just juts right to his left and just bounces right on outside of that. And then it's just a sprint to the pylon. He's going to win that every time.
14 carries, or 14 yards on that carry. He's got 132 yards. The kick from White is good. So Bishop Carroll adds to the lead, 48-8, 8:58 to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
If the name of the store begins with Pat and ends with anything other than Haven, you're probably...
Back to field, the kickoff for the Golden Buffaloes. 20, Lamar Martin. 36, Alex Bolton. Kicking off for the Golden Eagles, number 2, Diego Lopez.
Carries for Denzel Goolsby, 132 yards, 3 scores. His last one, a 14-yarder, and it is 48-8. Bishop Carroll. A sidewinder kick this time is taken just outside of the 30-yard line on the far side by Cortland Nero. He was plastered there on the tackle by Evan Nichols. Just shy of the 35-yard line. Southeast will start at its own 34 on the far side hash. First down and 10. Golden Buffaloes trailing by 40, and Bishop Carroll getting close to that 45-point rule. Bishop Carroll improves to 6-0 on the year. Southeast will fall to 0-6, 0-5 in the league. So Bishop Carroll, Brad, City League champions, third straight time. How about that?
Well, it's going to be a loud locker room, that's for sure.
One would think. First down and 10. Number 1 defense is back in. And there's Jarrett Johnson, the team's leading tackler, in on that stop, along with Tommy Marquez. Short gain for Martin on the play, maybe a yard past the 36. We'll give him 2. Second down and 8. You agree with number 1's coming back out here for Bishop Carroll in the second half?
As far as defense goes, yeah. I listen.
And offense too.
I don't have a problem with that.
They're going to have. At some point in this season, they're going to have somebody's going to make them play 4 quarters. The defense has been in the fourth quarter, I think, once this year, maybe against Northwest for a couple of snaps. Offense has been in the fourth quarter exactly never. So at some point, they're going to have to play 4 quarters. I don't think they're going to beat everybody this badly.
Well, you practice to play 4 quarters.
Handoff as Bond is in at quarterback, by the way, and completely surrounded by the whole convocation of Golden Eagles was the running back for Southeast, who did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up from the bottom of the pile there, I believe that was Hines on the carry, and they're going to give him a very good spot, actually, at the 37-yard line, maybe the 36. Third down and 8 for Wichita Southeast. They are 0 for 7 on third down in this game. They had not converted a first down until the number 1s had gone out. Snap is fumbled, loose ball, a big dog pile on top of it. I think the Thundering Herd got it back. Marquez was right there, as was Hallisey and Honus, but it was, I think that was the center, Jalen Sinonis, that got on top of it. So another punt coming up for Lamar Martin, and back go the dangerous Hornback and Denzel Goolsby. Punt coming from the 20-yard line for Martin. Goolsby and Hornback await just past the 30. Left to right, move the Golden Eagles. So here comes the kick for the south end zone from Southeast. Ooh, almost blocked by Honus. It's a low kick, and that will go straight out of bounds, and it's caught there by a linebacker, Vernon Ross, at midfield. They won't mark it there, though. It went out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So that is an 8-yard punt for Southeast, and they have had at least 3 tonight that have been 10 yards or less. Yeah. First down and 10 for Bishop Carroll, leading 48-8, 6:49 to play in the third quarter. I bet we'll see the number 1s out there for one more drive, if that. See if they can push it to the 45-point rule. Oh, I'm seeing some backups in right now.
Yeah, there's some different numbers out there right now.
Yep, the number 2s are in. Yeah. So let's see. Colby Jones is in at a wide receiver near side. Seifert's getting a lot of action as a slot receiver tonight, Brad. That's something we haven't seen before. So Weber is the featured back. Zone read, and Weber will take it, blasting his way on the far side, past the 40, inside the 35, and he tramples his way inside the 35-yard line to about the 33.
Good gain on first down, picks up about 15. First down and 10, Bishop Carroll, all the way to the southeast 33. And the up-tempo offense continues for the Golden Eagles. Garrett Schulte is in at tight end. On the offensive line, I see Pat Noble in there. Try to get as many names and numbers as I can. Allen will keep it himself this time. Big hole left side, past the 30, slides off a tackler there to the 25, and he sidesteps his way for a first down, or close to a first down near the 24. He may have been a yard short. See other offensive linemen in there. Cole Schneiders, I see him in there. Also Matt Nelson. Checking in now is Zachary Wright at wide receiver. They're going to say second down and inches. Just outside the 24-yard line. Handoff to Newell. Big hole. First down past the 10-yard line, and he's got the first down at the 9. First down and goal running on the left side numbers. A pickup there of 14. First down and goal, Bishop Carroll at the 9. 48-8. The Golden Eagles, 2014 City League champions.
Nice
Just a
read.
perfect way to end homecoming week, isn't it?
Well, you always like to have the big celebration on homecoming night, that's for sure. And this will definitely help out a bit.
I would agree. Looks like Allen lost his helmet there. They're going to let him stay in the game. Let's see who else is in on the line that I have missed. Cole Schneider's also already mentioned him. Joe Harris in as well. Allen takes it on the right side, trying to stiff arm a Golden Buffalo, but he was caught from behind by Damon Geddes on the run to the center of the field. At the 11, loss of 2, second down and goal from the 11 for Carroll. Carroll will start district play next week at Mays. 2 straight trips to the northwestern suburb, Mays and Mays South. As Bishop Carroll got a brand new district this year, no holdovers after drawing Goddard, Eisenhower, and Liberal the last few years. I think Arkansas City got stuck out with that Liberal district. I know the Golden Eagle fans just heartbroken about not being in Liberal's district anymore. Here's Allen, started to drop back like he was passing, then saw a hole, rushed up the left side hashes, and he's blown dead at the 5-yard line, gaining 7. Third and goal from the 5 for Bishop Carroll.
I think the one thing about not going to Liberal anymore is that the newspaper is going to be a little bit thinner these days.
Oh, are they really? Lacking content, you say, out there in the Liberal, what is it, the Times Leader or the?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Whatever it is, I don't.
That works for me.
I'm sure that we've got a lot of Carroll fans that really care what their paper is called listening. 3rd and 5, 3rd and goal to go, 5-yard line Carroll. Weber to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Allen will keep it. Gets out of a tackle at the 5. He dived. Was his knee down?
I think his knee
yes,
was down.
I think his knee went down at the 3. The ball was extended to the 1. So 4th and goal. And I'm pretty sure that quarterback Allen wants to go for it, and Bishop Carroll will go for it. Under center is Allen. Flags fly. Touchdown Bishop Carroll, but I think the referee is going to say they weren't set. One man was going in motion. Did they have 2 men in motion? I think that they may call an illegal shift. That's my guess. You have 2 men in motion at the time of the snap, so an illegal shift on Bishop Carroll. 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 4th and goal from the 6-yard line. So maybe a chance to kick now, and in comes the kicking team. So we'll see a field goal try from Taylor White. This will be his shortest of the year, just his 3rd attempt. He has made from 32, that was at Northwest, and missed from 33 in that same game. This will be basically an extra point, 2 yards longer than that. This will be a 20-yard attempt. They'll put the ball down at the 12. The holder is Connor Hampton. The snapper is Cole Britton. Kick is on the far side, and it is good. It curls inside the left upright. So Taylor White hits his 2nd field goal of the year and tacks on 3. And it's 51-8. Bishop Carroll, the Golden Eagles have eclipsed the 50-point barrier for the 3rd time this season. 3:47 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
I love the bacon.
Thank you for watching Bishop Carroll football on BC Broadcasting. Remember to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Our Twitter account is @BC Broadcasting. Facebook is BC Broadcasting. Thanks for watching, and we will continue into this third quarter.
Kick from Lopez after a 20-yard field goal by White. This is dropped at the 15-yard line, taken now by an upback. That is Martin. Speeds his way past the 25 and out near the 26-yard line. First down and 10 for Southeast. A 20-yard field goal by Taylor White at the 3:40 mark in the third quarter. It is now 51-8 Bishop Carroll. Scoreboard update. We'll have plenty of them for you here in the second half, brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. An upset alert, they're calling it, on the hashtag VK scores. Newton over Mays, 28-14.
Wow.
Third quarter, 5 minutes left, so plenty of time left there, but that is a district opponent for Bishop Carroll and Mays. So the Eagles may be looking ahead to their battle with the Golden Eagles. Here's a toss play, 1st and 10 for Southeast, tripped up immediately. Now a flag comes in. The tackle made on the play by Brendan Fox. And, Brad, you're signaling a holding, and that's what they have. It was a loss of, well, no, gain of 1. Let's see if the Golden Eagles accept this penalty. Looks like they will. Yep, holding on the offense will be taken 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So first down and long. Remsburg for the Railers, by the way, scoring on a 59-yard run.
Ooh, big play.
Conway Springs up 35-7 on Trinity Academy. That was a battle of two ranked teams, I believe, there. That was a 16-play, 76-yard scoring drive by Conway Springs, by the way. First down and about 19 to go. About the 18-yard line. Handoff for Southeast, straight up the middle. And getting slammed down at the 20-yard line was Lamar Martin. Gain of about 2, second down and long Southeast. Another ABCTL Division I matchup. Derby beating Salina South 21-7. That's at the end of 3.
Well, looks like Derby's managed to get a little bit stronger as the season's gone along.
Wichita East with a fumble with 8 minutes left in the game at their own 33-yard line. Garden City trying to hang on and beat the Blue Aces 17-14, 8 minutes left in the ball game there. We've got 3 minutes left in the third here, 51-8 Carroll. I formation in the backfield. Quarterback is Hogan again. No, beg your pardon, it's Bond. Bond running himself, and he gets whipped down at the 25-yard line. A lasso kind of a tackle by Brendan Fox. A 360 spin right there to bring down the ball carrier. Wellington in the third quarter, they've cut the collegiate lead to 3, 24-21 in the third. Scoreboard update brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. Third quarter tonight brought to you by Hatman Jacks. We're live here in the Maximum Outdoor Equipment broadcast booth. Third down and 12 coming up for Southeast. They are tonight 0 for 7 on third down conversions. I formation. Handoff on the right side. Martin breaks a tackle, now bounces outside past the 35 on the hashes, and he's close, but he doesn't quite get there. He picked up about 10 on 3rd and 12, so made it pretty interesting, but didn't quite get it. Cayman Watkins, the punter, made the tackle. 4th down and about 2 to go, and wouldn't be surprised to see Southeast go for it here for a third time tonight. They're 0 for 2. Under 90 seconds left in the third. Ball at the 42-yard line. No, beg your pardon, the 37-yard line of Southeast. They trail by 43. They're going to go for it. Splitting out wide near side is Kumar Reed. Joining him is Nero in the slot. Eye in the backfield. Empty set on the right. 4th down and 2. They'll push forward, and I think they have it. Yep, they do. A 3-yard surge right up the middle for quarterback Cameron Bond. Will pick up the first down. Hill, Trujillo, and Watkins tried to stop him, but couldn't keep him from gaining the 2 yards they needed. They gained 3 to the 41. First down and 10 Southeast. 51-8. Southeast is at home, well, as much as home at Carpenter Stadium is. Junction City next week, then at North at Heights, and then the Nomad Bowl as they'll play East at Southeast, or at Carpenter Stadium, a field both teams use as their home. Toss play to Martin. Martin going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Anthony Trujillo, a tackle for loss. Back at the 40-yard line, a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11. Wonder if they should do that as a color-on-color matchup for East and Southeast, kind of like they do at the Rose Bowl, UCLA and USC. I don't see why not. I'm sure the KSHSAA has some stupid rule against it, but who cares what they think?
Now, hold on a minute.
Hey, I remember Mays actually forgot their white uniforms.
Right.
The timeout's on the field. We've got to keep it right here. Mays forgot their uniforms at the state basketball tournament last year. 3rd place game, played Wichita East. It was a very exceedingly rare, in this day and age, color-on-color high school basketball matchup. Red on the navy blue with powder blue numbers for East. It was the best-looking basketball game we've seen all year, basically in my career from a uniform standpoint. It was tremendous.
Well, once you get all the color running around out there on the floor, it's a little bit easier to keep to your imagination.
I don't want to hear them tell me that the referees can't tell what it is. That was the end of the 3rd quarter, by the way. 4th quarter is coming up. Our score 51-8, and the 4th quarter is brought to you by Prairie Wind Hunting Club. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
This is Wichita's official home for high school football. Sports Radio 1410 KGSO Wichita.
Blake Cripps, Brad Streeter, statistician David Smith, spotter Carlos Trujillo, producer-engineer Anthony Smith. Back at the American Family Insurance, Alex Acosta Agency Sports Desk. Sideline reporter Russ Kessler, enjoying the game from his truck, brought to you by Taco Pronto. Hopefully he'll bring a heavier jacket next week and will join us on the sidelines at Mays. Now, to be fair, we were expecting rain tonight, so we did not want to put the equipment at risk. Bond will throw it on 2nd down and 11, really airing it out. First time they've challenged Bishop Carroll down the field. Incomplete on the near side hashes, looking for Nero on the play. In coverage was Trujillo and Stephen Harshberger for the Golden Eagles. 3rd down and 11 at the 40 for Southeast.
I want to get back to Russ for a couple of seconds. You're always looking to give your maximum effort down the stretch. And for Russ, this was an opportunity to get ready for district play, and he blew it.
Missed 2 straight weeks.
Blew his opportunity.
I agree. Disappointing.
Can't do that stuff.
On the 40, 3rd down and 11. Completely surrounding the backfield was the Golden Eagle defense. They had the man completely enveloped. Anthony Trujillo combines on the stop with Brendan Fox. No gain on the play for Martin, and in fact, he lost a yard. Back to the 40, 4th down and 11. So Southeast falls to 0-9 on 3rd down in this game. Bishop Carroll defensively on the season has held their opponents to 13 for 61 coming in. That's 21%. And now their opponents, here's a fake punt. It's a fake punt quick kick. They snapped it to an up back who then kicked it. I think it was Bond that kicked it away, and they ended up scratching out a 13-yard punt on that. I don't know if I've ever seen the fake punt quick kick from the up back.
I think I'd be concerned if I happened to be one of the guys in the interior line.
I don't know if that was an intentional. Maybe the snap was wrong?
I'm guessing Coach Chris is probably wondering the same thing.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's not the way we drew it up.
I don't know.
You got to be further back. Give us a little room back here. Need a little breezeway.
At any rate, 1st and 10 Bishop Carroll. Number 2s are back out. Looking to put the polishing touches on this City League Championship. 11-11 to go in the game, and a flag flies to start the play from the back judge. Legal substitution called on Southeast. They had 12 men in the formation. I always liked when they would let that play out and call legal participation. Gives the offense a free play. Of course, they say it's a player's safety rule. I'm pretty sure that 12th player's helmet and shoulder pads still work, even though he's the 12th player. Here's a handoff for Seifert. Speeds down the near side, hashes, and he's stopped at the 42-yard line after a quick jaunt. Gaining 3, 2nd down and 2, Carroll, leading by 43.
Might be more for the officials so they don't have to worry about that extra guy being out there. You never want to get caught in the wrong pattern.
I don't know about that. 2nd down and about 2 here. Seifert again, running inside the right tackle, has a 1st down, and he stumbles to the 36-yard line before he is flung to the ground by multiple Golden Buffaloes. They give the tackle to Vernon Ross and DeAndre Epps for the Buffs. 1st and 10, Bishop Carroll at the Southeast 36. Friday night quick scores will pick up where we leave off tonight here in the 9 o'clock hour. Statewide scoreboard show driven by Rusty Egg Ford comes your way at 10 o'clock. Fake handoff. Here is Allen. Tried to break a tackle in the backfield but could not get away from the sniping shoot right there. Kumar Reed looked like he was a wrestler shooting in for a takedown. That's exactly what he did to Allen. Good tackle there by Kumar Reed. They call him Q. He's a junior. This is a very young Southeast team. You hope they'll be able to build on some experience this year and take that to next year. Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for Carroll, now at the 37-yard line, going in, right to left. Allen gives it off to Seifert this time. Seifert is spun down at the 34. He gains 4 on the play, make it 3. Now 3rd down and 8. Vernon Ross and Davon Langham combined on the stop. Checking into the game for Bishop Carroll is Zachary Wright. Coming out is the tight end John Leland. I think that is Leland. Leland's been out with a hand injury, so Leland getting some time back in the game. He was listed as out. Whistles blow this play dead. Waters was trying to pass it on the post, so John Leland getting in the game here.
Kind of watching a little bit more about what's going on down here on the sidelines. A couple of plays ago, I hate to call anybody's name out, but Colby Jones apparently caught the attention of one Coach Alan Schuckman, who apparently was watching what was going on downfield with some blocking assignments. Somebody blew a blocking assignment.
Oh, boy.
And if you think right now that the coaching staff of Bishop Carroll is maybe looking forward to next week, well, they definitely are. And they're wanting to make sure that that's not going to be a situation that's going to rear its head.
3rd down and 4 after an offsides penalty on Southeast. Seifert gets the carry, rumbles inside the 25-yard line before he is taken down at the 22 for a 1st down. So Bishop Carroll picks up the 3rd down conversion there. They're 2 for 4 on the game. Came in just 38% on the season, but they haven't had to convert a lot. They haven't had a whole lot of pressure 3rd downs, and it seems like when the pressure goes up, the conversion rate goes up for these Golden Eagles. At least it has over the years since we've been here. 3rd season together doing this. 1st down and 10, 22-yard line for Carroll. 51-8 here in the 4th. Shotgun formation, Tyson at tailback, and he takes the carry. Slips through a tackle in the backfield, dives forward inside the 20-yard line to the 19. 3 yards on the gain for Tice. Comes in with 13 rushes, 92 yards, and 3 scores. Not bad for a sophomore.
No, and now he can add a quarterback. He can actually add a touchdown pass into those stats, too.
2nd down and about 7. 20-yard line. The Golden Eagles back in the red zone. Shotgun snap to Allen. Pulls it back. Gets by 3 defenders. Now cuts back out to the right. Gets a block down the field inside the 10. And he's finally grappled at the 9. Looked like they should have had him twice right there. Allen's showing some shifty moves here and some extended time the last few weeks. 1st down and goal, Bishop Carroll. They've got it at the 9.
I don't know if I've had that many joints and muscles moving in the right direction in a concert ever in my life. Maybe a full week of movement.
He's definitely not as smooth as Goolsby, but boy, he is making a lot of Golden Buffaloes miss out there. First and goal from the 9. He remains in here. And we'll give it off this time to Tice, and Tice is smashed at the 7 for a gain of 2. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. 51-8. Mays South, both on the road. Valley Center at home for senior night, November 1st. The remaining Golden Eagles schedule. Mays was trailing by 14 to Newton last we saw. So I'm not sure if that's a situation, maybe a little bit of a look ahead there by Mays. Run on the far side on second down and goal into the end zone for a touchdown. Jake Allen runs it in on the right side from 9 yards out. Touchdown, Bishop Carroll. 57-8, and the clock is winding after this extra point. White on again. He's missed one tonight. That ended a streak of 25 in a row that he had made.
Restart the streak.
So, yeah, well, hey, no better time to do it than right now. He's made 25 in a row, and he is, I think, 5 of 6 tonight. You know, saying that you've just made 33 of 37 on the year, it's still pretty good. 58-8, Bishop Carroll leads. 7 minutes to play in the ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Bishop Carroll football.
Great taste, variety.
You're watching Bishop Carroll football on BC Broadcasting. Remember to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Twitter at BC Broadcasting, Facebook BC Broadcasting. We are in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes to go.
.704 to play in the ball game, 58-8. Allen on a 9-yard rush for Bishop Carroll. Here's a kickoff out of bounds for the Golden Eagles. Diego Lopez commits the infraction. Don't see that very much, unless that's a practiced play. At the end of the third quarter, Newton over Mays, 28-21. So the Eagles trying to claw back into that one. Scrape back. I don't know what an Eagle does, but they're trying to. Capon has defeated North. The final score, 46-0.
Wow.
So North loses 49-0, 46-0 in the Holy War double. Salina Central has taken out Hutch tonight, 27-12. Boy, the Salthawks, yikes. Running clock for the rest of the game, 7 minutes away. And it's 58-8. Here on the carry is Martin on first down and 10. And he takes it 3 yards inside the right hash to about the 38-yard line. Second down and 7 coming up. Martin Esquivel able to knock him down after the short gain. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. Fourth quarter tonight, presentation of Prairie Wind Hunting Club. Stay tuned for our post-game show coming up. Second down and 6. Busted play here. Running far side is Martin. Martin turns the corner at the 40. His speed allowed him to get some good yardage, and he's tackled out of bounds on the far sideline. Trujillo over there, assisted by other Golden Eagles, including Jacob Anderson. Third down and 3 for Southeast at about the 42-yard line. Coming up, post-game show, Rusty Eck Ford. Brattle named tonight's top performer to be the Newman University Athletics Player of the Game. Southeast looking to convert its first third down of the game. They are 0 for 9. Maybe their last chance here. Direct handoff this time goes to Ira Hines, and he is smashed behind the line of scrimmage for absolutely no gain on the play. Jacob Anderson able to deliver the boom. Loss of 1, fourth down and 4.
You know, this is the time of game when most of the time you see teams still trying to struggle with each other. You don't see 2 and 3 deeps, especially underclassmen, having an opportunity anywhere else to really get out there and get some quality time on the field. And when folks start talking about the depth of Bishop Carroll and how things just continue and how this is a machine and how this is that, you know, whenever you look at what's going on and you look at the expectations, even with the 2s and 3s out on the field, there's no drop-off there. You still got Coach Shuckman, still got Coach Nance, Trail. You got everybody out there still chewing.
Royals update, 5-1 Kansas City. Bottom of the 5th, and now just 5-2 as the Royals just scored. A double to left by Nelson Cruz. Punt is downed at the 40-yard line by Southeast. Make it the 37, so Carroll takes over from there with 4:30 left in the game, 58-8. So 5-2, but James Shields in some trouble now against the Orioles with the tying run now coming to the plate for Baltimore. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th, runners on 2nd and 3rd. So Kansas City in a comfortable position, but need to get an out right here for sure. In the American League,
James needs to get her done.
That would be 1 run you could deal with, no big deal, but a base hit here of any kind would be a game changer for the O's. So we'll keep you posted. I know Dan Lucero will continue to do that on Friday Night Quick Scores tonight as well. Handoff goes to Tice here. 3rd string is in at a lot of positions for Bishop Carroll. First play of the game for Cannon Lynch, the 3rd string quarterback. Coming in now, sprinting from the sideline, John Henry Marks and Anthony Gallardo. Bishop Carroll seems to have more than its fair share of 3 name guys. Just saying. John Henry Marks, Samuel Hank Honus, Will Billy Briggs. Haven't seen him yet this year, I don't think. Here's Tice. Look at him lower his shoulder on 2nd contact, trying to get some extra yards. Past the 40 to the 42. He gets 2, and now a late flag.
Yeah, I think with Adams' continued drive, I think that might have not been exactly what the Golden Buffalo were looking for right there.
After the play, a personal foul called on Southeast. 15 yards and a 1st down for Bishop Carroll. Bishop Carroll improves to 6-0 on the year, 6-0 in the league. They are the City League champions. They have now won 24 straight City League games, one of which came in a playoff. That was against West. The same year they lost to Heights. That was their last G-Wall loss, 45-14 to Heights to open up the 2011 season. That was right here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Heights, in fact, has the last 2 victories over Carroll. They beat them on the road to start out 2010. 2 of Rick Wheeler's finer teams. Southeast 43-yard line. Carroll with Lynch running right, now cuts back to the left, and he'll find 3 yards there. Going for a ride and dragging him down, Noble McCoy for Southeast. 2nd down and 7 from the 40. 2 minutes left in the ball game. We've been live in the Maximum Outdoor Equipment broadcast booth tonight. Post-game stats, play of the game, player of the game, all coming up on our Rusty Egg Ford post-game show. Carroll finally taking some time here. District play next week. Friday night, 7 o'clock. Pregame 6:30 on KGSO. High snap, but somehow Lynch got it down. Here is Seifert. Breaks free. Breaks a tackle at the 30. Sprinting inside the 20. Finally caught from behind inside the 10-yard line by Kumar Reed. 1st down and goal at the 9 for Tice, his longest carry of the year.
Tell you what, when Tice gets out into space, there's not a lot of jumping around. He's going to try to take it to the shortest distance that he can.
He can really motor, can't he?
From point A to end zone. And those feet are just constantly churning. And even for his size, he still has not only a little bit of that quickness, a lot of strength, and he has some incredible speed once he gets past you.
Andreas Gunther, Luke Powell check in, and Bishop Carroll is going to put a bow on this one with the victory formation. A kneel down for Lynch. There's one, may have to do one more. Bishop Carroll starting to line up at the 50. I'm guessing that the referee may let this go a little longer here and not blow the play clock. Nope, won't have to snap it again. Conveniently blowing the play clock to start at the 24-second mark.
Well played.
Which means that we are done. The Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, for the third straight year, champions of the Greater Wichita Athletic League. They celebrate on homecoming night.
Wow.
The final score, Bishop Carroll 58, Wichita Southeast 8. Golden Eagles have now won 3 straight league titles, 5 of 6, and 6 of the last 8. We'll be back to wrap it up with our Rusty Egg Ford postgame show and send you off to Friday Night Quick Scores after this. You're listening to Bishop Carroll Football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO.
What keeps customers coming?
Give us about 2 minutes is fine.
How many breaks are you going to take altogether?
We're taking 1 break. So you can, after this, you can play the close, and then you can play spots until Dan's ready to take over. Last week.
30 seconds.
Professional excavators and homeowners, safety always comes first, and safe digging is no accident. So before you begin your next digging project, remember to call Kansas 811 to have your underground utility lines marked for free. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig. So play it safe. Put down the shovel, pick up the phone, and call 811 first.
10 seconds.
This message is brought to you by Kansas 811, reminding you that no matter if your digging project is big or small, don't make a judgment call. Always call 811 before you dig.
Golden Eagle Football on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO. This is the Rusty Eck Ford postgame show. It's time to name tonight's Newman University Athletics Player of the Game. Discover more online at NewmanJets.com. Back at the stadium, here's Blake Cripps.
Well, the Golden Buffaloes celebrate on the far side with their school fight song, kind of like Kansas does, and unfortunately for me, a lot like Kansas has done it over the Charlie Weiss era, singing the alma mater. They sing the fight song, cheerleaders out there dancing along, but after a loss. Final score tonight, 58-8. The Golden Eagles improved to 6-0 on the year, 6-0 in the league, and another dominating performance, Brad.
Well, the motto of this team is make a difference, M-A-D. And tonight, I think you saw them make it count, because if you're going to go ahead and capture a City League championship, for these guys, I think you go out and you make a statement. And I think they definitely made a statement early and often, the most points that we've seen in the first quarter, certainly this season. And by half, it was another one of those moments where everything was firing on all cylinders. And by all cylinders, I mean every cylinder that was available, including a little bit of a misdirection play, getting Adam Tice involved, a sophomore, and a touchdown pass that Colton Howell, a senior, had to come up with a pretty tremendous play on to begin with, and then athletic ability gets him into the end zone.
Bishop Carroll scores 27 in the first quarter, matching their high from last week. Their high, if you're curious, in a quarter, 28.
Oh,
against
1 point, so we were just
against Heights twice, second and third, and remember how wild that game was. Second half scores just real quickly. It was 41-8 at the half, 48-8. The number one offense came out, did run some plays in the third, 8-play, 72-yard drive. Goolsby on a 14-yard touchdown rush. Taylor White had a 20-yard field goal for Bishop Carroll. Allen on a 9-yard rush in the fourth to make it 58-8 Bishop Carroll. We now go to our post-game stats, and those are brought to you by someone I'll tell you shortly. Of course, how could I forget? The Wichita Sports Hall of Fame, for those who like Wichita sports. And with that report, here is David Smith.
All right, we will start off with the rushing stats for Southeast. Tavon Hogan had 9 carries, a couple of yards, and 1 score. Lamar Martin had 15 carries for 80 yards, and Ira Hines finished with 8 carries for 34 yards. The passing stats for Southeast, quarterback Tavon Hogan finished 1 for 6 for 5 yards and 1 interception, and Cameron Bond was 1 for 2 for 3 yards and a 2-point conversion. The receiving stats for Southeast, Cortland Nero had 1 reception for that 3-yard 2-point conversion, and Lamar Miller added 1 catch for 5 yards. Now over to the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. Running back Denzel Goolsby finished with 16 carries, 132 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. Quarterback Colton Howell had 5 carries for 43 yards and a score. Let's see. Ty Seifert had 5 carries for 50 yards. Austin Weber added 7 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. And backup quarterback Jake Allen had 9 carries for 58 yards and a score. And the passing stats, quarterback Colton Howell finished 2 for 4, 30 yards and a touchdown. Adam Tice had 1 for 1, 38 yards and a touchdown. He's a backup running back, and that 38-yard score went to starting quarterback Colton Howell, so he had a 38-yard catch for a touchdown. Jake Allen, the backup, finished 1 for 1 for 3 yards. And the receiving stats, already told you Colton Howell had a 38-yard touchdown. Brett Bell had 1 catch for 13 yards and a touchdown. And Cole Britton finished with 1 reception and 17 yards himself. And those are your your final stats.
Well, that's an impressive look here as they put us on the video. This is why, in case you're wondering, why we're radio only, Brad.
Absolutely.
Because there's not a whole lot for them there. That's for sure.
Well, we bet we just need some better studio lighting is what we really need.
Yes, studio lighting. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
Well, before we wrap it up here, why don't we go ahead and name our play of the game? Brought to you by Family Vision Care. A lot of choices tonight, but I think you've pretty much got to go with the Howell throwback, right?
Absolutely. You got to go with Adam Tice dropping back and taking a little bit of a misdirection, and then the wheel route to Colton Howell for the touchdown after the bump. So,
I like
pretty impressive.
I like how I'm the one man enough to be on camera, where you are hiding in the corner.
Let's get into this one together.
How's everybody doing there? I don't know. What are we at the tens of thousands of listeners or
safely
viewers?
enough, it's buffering for us right now.
Yeah, so we can't see how idiotic we look, although everybody else already knows by now.
I'm sure.
Okay, now you've got to choose our Newman University player of the game. Discover more online at newmanjets.com.
All right. Well, tonight,
who did we have last week? I don't.
You know what? It's gonna. I don't even have it in my notes.
It's your only job. So now they have us on the big screen over there.
Oh,
now you can see that is in real time.
Oh, that's real time.
That's
Good
real
deal.
time.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Oh yes.
As far as last week
goes,
goes,
why I'll never do TV.
I will have to plead the fifth. I do not know, and I will not incriminate myself.
Okay.
So,
well, who this week? That's the most important.
This week, the most important I thought was a player that has been a little bit of a project. And I've seen this kid play from the defensive end position when he was growing up playing for the Westside Wolverines. And I also know his dad, so I know whenever you look to see what's going on with number 88 down in the field, one of the things that's been very important for him is to get the blocking right. And he's also been getting a lot of coaching on his hands. He's also been hoping to get the ball just a little bit more.
Sure.
But one of the things that you have to do is be patient, realize that you're a weapon. Tonight we got a chance to see Mr. Brett Bell catch his first touchdown pass of the evening and of the season. And while this has been a project, he's been at one time.
Is that his first of his career? First touchdown catch of his career?
I don't believe so. I mean,
did he have one last year? I think he did. Yeah, I believe he did.
So while you're watching a development of a player that we're going to be seeing play later on, he's going to be one of these kids, not so much like his cousin Blake playing down at OU, but Brett has the height. He's got the size. He's going to build the weight. He's got a frame that's going to get there. It's going to take him a little bit longer, I think, than it did for Blake rather. But I think Brett is going to be one of those kids who is going to continue to develop as far as a football player goes, as far as a tight end goes, more blocking, a little bit more time at the training table. But tonight, a great job really focusing on what he needed to do, and not so much the touchdown pass, but also lead block over on the right side of that line, and really kind of sealing things off when it was a little bit early on, and you were still playing against some fresh Buffalo for the most part.
So that is our player of the game, Brett Bell, brought to you by Newman University Athletics. One more scoring update brought to you by Lee Reed Engraving. The Royals got out of that fifth inning, but 2 more runs came across, 5-4 Royals. We go to the top of the 6th, game 1 of the ALCS, so still in control, but the lead not quite as comfortable as we would like. Also, of high school import, some local scores that you might be interested in. We have got 2 scores in this game in the last 10 seconds, or in the last 10 minutes, I should say. First, I'll tell you that Derby beat Salina South tonight, running away 45-14 to hand the Cougars, the number 2 team in Class 5A, their first defeat of the season. So that's kind of a college football situation. Nobody in 5A can really stay up other than Bishop Carroll. So we'll see what happens with the rankings in the Wichita Eagle coming up next week. And the Mays game may have something to do with that. Newton had just scored to take the lead with about 10 minutes left in the game, about 10 minutes ago, and now with 5:26 left in the game, Mays has scored. That game tied up at 35 all. So Mays may be trying to come back here in a game that maybe they looked ahead to Bishop Carroll. I know that I have heard from some of the parents that maybe there's been a little bit of trash talk going into this game from the Eagles.
It's a big
matchup. This will be, I believe, the first ever meeting between the Golden Eagles and the Eagles of Mays. So it's a historical matchup, and of course, very, very important. And I know that the intensity will ramp up at practice this week as Bishop Carroll goes into district play, and Coach Schuckman makes no bones about it. Everything is just to get ready for district play each week, and now it's here, and now the games really matter, don't they?
Well, they absolutely do. And when you look what's going on up the road with Coach Guzman and the rest of the Mays Eagles, there's some history there as well. Connor Longwitz, I've watched him play from when he was just a little kid.
Boy, they've had some big-time wins over the last couple of years.
Absolutely. Elijah West, I've got Jordan Guerrero, a lot of names up there at Mays that have a lot of history, and they're going to be battlers. They're going to be fighters, and they know what's coming up. They already know. They've been thinking about this for an awful long time.
And we expect a tighter game than we had tonight, so what we will see. Our pregame show starts at 6:30. American Family Insurance Brad Woody Agency pregame show kickoff at 7 o'clock on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO from Mays District Stadium. So we won't see you on TV next week, but we will be hearing, hopefully you'll be hearing us on the radio. So we invite you to join us then online at KGSO.com or on your smartphone via the TuneIn radio app. Thank you very much to my entire crew. You can actually see them if you're watching. We need to tell people how they can get this, by the way. But thank you very much to my spotter, Carlos Trujillo, my stat man, David Smith, and we hope that Russ Kessler will bring his big boy pants next week and join us on the sideline, brought to you by Taco Prontos. Russ, shout out to you in the truck, big boy.
Holler.
And my producer engineer tonight was Anthony Smith at the American Family Insurance Alex Acosta Agency Sports Desk. Now stay tuned. Friday Night Quick Scores takes over on the Big Talker 1480 KQAM. It'll join KGSO momentarily. And stay tuned for the statewide scoreboard show driven by Rusty Eck Ford starting at 10 o'clock on Sports Radio 1410 KGSO. The Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles are 6-0 and City League champions 58-8. They beat Southeast. Now for Brad Streeter, I'm Blake Cripps saying good night from Bishop Carroll Family Stadium in the Air Capital.
All right, thank you for watching Bishop Carroll Broadcasting on bcbroadcasting.net. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and have a great night. Thank you for watching.